walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one. It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach to the destruction of human freedom. But like every one of the superstates that preceded it, it has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
In Mexico, where they roll out 2 little boxes, little coffins with aliens inside them, real alien bodies. Oh my gosh, and they are strange, man. They are weird. Here they talk about the bone structure.
Consist of human metacarpals and phalanges mixed together. What's that?
They knew. They had to know.
It's a midfoot
Our government
bone.
knows. Oh
It's
my gosh.
followed by a phalange, then a metacarpal, then again
Whatever that
by
means.
phalange. Inside the wrist, we can make out 2 humeri or upper arm bones, 2 ulnae, and 1
Reptilian
tibia
or
that all
bird-like.
seem to have belonged to a child. Amongst these, we suddenly find a border vertebra. Instead of humeri,
no genitals.
femurs,
You just got
or
3
thigh
creepy
bones.
eggs in there. Look, it's
One
pregnant.
of the thigh bones is
Ah,
actually
that's
a
so
femur,
creepy, man.
only
Look at
facing
that.
the wrong way around, while the other one is a tibia. And they are completely mismatched. The first pseudophalanges are facing in different directions on her left and right
Oh,
hands.
man.
The reptiloid's cranial cavity fits perfectly the cranial cavity of a llama.
I mean, that's hard evidence. That's what you guys wanted.
Face is actually the back of the poor llama's head.
They say it can't chew, so they drink their food, I suppose. Is that why the cows are all empty of blood? Alien, man. This is alien. This is it. This is it. Holy shit, man.
Multiple sources.
Sources. Multiple sources. 3 sources. Credible sources. 3 sources. Credible sources.
Multiple sources.
Sources. Multiple sources. 3 sources. Credible sources. 3 sources. Credible sources. Fighter jets were deployed.
Multiple sources.
Fighter jets were deployed. Sources. I heard of that from 3 different people.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
I heard of that from 3 different people.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. The lack of information, the lack of information, the lack of information, the lack of information.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
The lack of information, 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 the lack of information,
Multiple sources.
Multiple sources.
3 sources. Credible sources. 3 sources. Credible sources.
Multiple sources.
Multiple sources.
3 sources. Credible sources. 3 sources. Credible sources. This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
I think it's fair to say that we have entered a new era, a troubling new era. David Grush is a piece of dog shit. David Grush is a liar, and he's lying to the American public. Go for it. Yeah, be myself, you always say, right? total fucking horse shit. And David Grush is a piece of dog shit. There was literally nothing scientific about it, nor was it American.
All right, here we are. Can you even believe I might actually break YouTube by dressing up this much? I mean, let's see, it's going to tell me to have ads again. We know that. Do you love this?
Say hell no, motherfuckers!
If you decide that you have this particular talent, if you decide you have a particular talent for this stuff, you know, oh, man, I don't know what I just did. I got another one over here. Don't worry about it. See, this is funny.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
It's not every day that I'm going to dress up for you quite this much, so I hope you can really just savor this as if this was some sort of offering of beauty.
You done lost your damn mind.
Oh, I really love this outfit. I just was like, you know what? Why not go all the way? Let's just go all the way. I've got sequined shoes on again. You can see those right here. We'll give you the camera 4 shot on the sequined shoe again, showing my yoga dexterity. Look at that. Everybody's like, oh, wow, David's so dexterous. Well, that's nothing. Or I've been stretching. Yeah, that is real, honest to God, authentic gifting to you. You know, I want to be inclusive. I want to have the opportunity for you to soak in what it feels like to wear these clothes. You can vicariously process your life by just visually appreciating what has happened here. I mean, this is not any type of bad thing at all.
Hey, you want to laugh? This prick last week asked me to christen his kid. Yeah, all right, for $7,000 I charge for christening.
You really are a funny guy!
People, I don't know what that was. It does not get more studly than this. Oh, thank you.
Look at the organization here. Clockwise rim job, counterclockwise rim job. Dick bastard, look at this. Chicks with dicks. You are spiraling out of control here.
Okay, you know, it's not easy to be a trans woman. There's a lot of prejudice in this world. Okay, I gotta get out of here, everybody. But now you've seen Trama, so we just crossed that boundary together. So thank you.
No, that shit can always be recovered. We gotta smash your laptop with a hammer.
All right, there, you happy?
No, the circuits could still be reconstructed if somebody worked at it. We gotta bury it in the harbor. Okay, we'll come back once every 3 months, take a dive, and check on it.
And again, if you'd like the full-blown information, the 10.5-hour video course with 7 camera angles, high production value, that's available now at thedisclosure.com. It's the finest collection of all this sacred science and tying together the Michael message. Because what Michael ended up telling me is that they are coming back. The ETs are coming back. These human ETs I've been talking about, they are definitely coming back.
Does that answer your question?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
What it is, man. I don't mind.
We grifters, 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 we grifters. Shape the emerging UAP narrative. Remember those words, folks. Shape the emerging UAP narrative. Remember those words, folks.
I'm an intel guy. I'm an intel guy. I'm an intel guy. I'm an intel guy. I'm I'm an intel guy. I'm an intel guy. I'm an intel guy. I'm an intel guy.
We grifters, 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 we grifters.
Multiple whistleblowers.
Luis Elizondo.
Multiple whistleblowers.
Luis Elizondo.
Multiple whistleblowers.
Luis Elizondo.
Multiple whistleblowers.
Luis Elizondo.
We grifters, we grifters.
Remember those words.
We grifters, we grifters.
Remember those words.
We grifters, we grifters.
Yes.
We grifters, we grifters.
Yes.
We grifters, we grifters.
Yes.
We grifters, we grifters.
Yes. Yes.
Luis Elizondo.
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 Greetings and salutations, friends, and happy holidays, no matter what you celebrate. Somebody earlier messaged me and said, well, I'm Jewish, Stephen. I'm not coming to a Christmas show. I should have said holiday show. Everybody's welcome, whether you celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. Everybody's welcome. It's a holiday show. And this ending of the year thing really got me thinking about a great many things about 2025. And so I have some written remarks before we begin. And tonight we'll be looking at some of the greatest fails of 2025 and crash outs of UFO grifters and exposés or people being exposed. So, ladies and gentlemen, cosmic truth seekers and skeptics alike, welcome to Truth Seekers Holiday Show, your live stream deep dive into the weird, the wild, and the woefully unsubstantiated. Today is December 27th, 2025. And as we wrap up another orbit around the sun, it's time to take a hard look back at the year that was supposed to be a year for disclosure and extraterrestrial enlightenment, according to many grifters. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Oh, 2025 started with such promise for UFO and alien disclosure, didn't it? Whispers from so-called whistleblowers, grainy videos going viral, Mexican alien bodies. Well, they're really from South America, but Jaime Maussan was pushing them. That's how you know they were all fake. And congressional hearings that teased the big reveal. The long-awaited disclosure where governments would finally admit that we are not alone in the universe. And remember some of the headlines and clickbait articles that filled 2025. Aliens are among us. Proof incoming. UFO sightings surge. Disclosure imminent. Politicians postured. Podcasters prophesized. And social media exploded with theories that made flat Earth look like basic geometry. But here we are. Another year going by, and no proof. But here we are, folks, staring down the barrel of another New Year's Eve, and what do we have? Crickets, or should I say the faint hum of a drone mistaken for an interstellar spacecraft, or maybe a comet transiting through the solar system mistaken for an alien mothership. It really has been a bad year for UFO grifters, as many of them have been exposed for what they are: liars, scammers, charlatans, and frauds. And those are just the good guys. Because let's face it, friends, the evidence that these people put forth, non-existent. Zip, nada. We've got blurry blobs on radar that could be birds, balloons, drones, bad CGI, or anything. Eyewitness accounts that crumble under scrutiny faster than a house of cards in a wind tunnel. And these recovered craft stories, they're trust me bro stories with absolutely no evidence. And what about these promises from all these people that we were going to get firsthand witnesses? as if somebody changing their story and saying, well, I never said this before, but I will now. I met an alien, or I interacted with an alien. Again, without proof, what does it matter if they're a first-hand witness or a second-hand witness or what? It just doesn't matter without evidence. And these recovered craft stories, they have more holes than a Swiss cheese moon base. The promised disclosure, it never came, just like David Wilcock's wife. And let's be real, it never will. Why? Because the circus needs to keep rolling. These people need to keep collecting tens of thousands, in some cases hundreds of thousands, or millions of dollars from the gullible public for their evidence-free claims and sensational narratives. And the controversies keep piling up. Whistleblowers who vanish into obscurity after their 15 minutes of UFO fame wears out. Experts that are debunking these claims only to be labeled as deep state disinformation agents. And let's not forget all these grifters peddling alien artifacts that turn out to be thrift store junk with a fresh coat of mystery. This year alone, we saw the spectacle of it all reach new heights, or should I say new altitudes. Over-sensationalized claims from internet personalities, UFO gurus. We saw viral TikToks of lights in the sky that were just Starlink satellites playing connect the dots, and endless debates over whether that one blurry photo from a Nevada ranch was a saucer or a sombrero. It's a slideshow, it's a sideshow, a circus sideshow of speculation and bold claims without any evidence to back up those claims. It's a carnival of conspiracy where facts get lost in the funhouse mirror of hype. And we're all buying tickets, aren't we? We're all paying with our attention, paying with our clicks and views. And I hope to the grifters, year 2025 was worth all that lying, scamming, grifting, and deceiving people, all for pure profit. And it's a shame some of those people are still hoping for that one smoking gun that proves little green men are real and extraterrestrial visitors are indeed visiting us. But you can't get the truth from proven liars. And as we have displayed time and time again, these UFO personalities are terrible liars and deceivers. And so all of the people that are so hopeful for this smoking gun, they only end up with another handful of smoke. But tonight, we'll be cutting through the cosmic clutter and we'll dissect some of the biggest flops of 2025 and some of the funniest things that happened about some of these grifters being exposed. We'll laugh at the ludicrous and we'll ask the tough questions. Is it all just human imagination, hopes for the future run amok? Or are we being played by something earthbound and far more mundane? Stick around tonight because the truth may be out there. Stick around tonight with us. It's an open panel show. Anybody can join the show. Pinned in the YouTube live chat is the link to join the panel discussion. We'll be going through. I've got a great bunch of videos that we're going to be going through tonight. So stick around because the truth may not be out there, but the entertainment it sure is. Let's go, friends. All right, and I have put the link to join in the YouTube live chat, but let me go ahead and put it in the Kick live chat as well. We welcome anyone from any of the platforms, regardless. Okay, one moment here. I've got a bunch of message. I misspelled Truthseekers in the video title. Last minute show. Truthseekers. Yeah, let's fix that. One moment. Thanks for letting me know, Spooky. This copy and paste sometimes rushing through. Most of the Christmas festivities here are over, I'm sad to say. I had a wonderful Christmas with my wife and children and Christmas Eve with my wife and children. Unlike Darksydephil, I don't stream on Christmas or Christmas Eve, unless there's some kind of emergency reason to. Now I got to edit the Kick title as well. Pardon me. Let me just get over to Kick. And first we'll put the link to join Truthseekers. I know some people in Kensington that are Truthseekers. You know them toothless people? Poor people. I've always been very blessed. Came from there and I still have teeth. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. All right, I'm going to go over to the kick.com chat and put the link that you just click that link and you can join me on screen, on stream, live and in person. But please, please, for love, it's a shame that I have to say this. Join the show with this link or call in audio with this link. So we can also just take, calls from people. And I always mean to say this, be sure to realize that you can come and go as you please. You don't have to stay for a 3 or 4 hour stream fest. I don't know how long we'll be here tonight, but I do have a lot prepared. So I put join the show with this link or call in audio with this link. And I have pinned it in the Kick Live chat. I see Ray Gunner is over there. Diaper Fur is over there. Scopely CFO and more. Tampon Blood Magic is still holding down with 22 gifted subs. So if you want to drop a 25 sub bomb over on Kick and take the lead from Tampon Blood Magic, we'd like that. I did not set a goal tonight, but I will do that right now. We're gonna have a very ambitious goal tonight. I'm looking at I don't know. I'm looking at Darksydephil making $1,000 playing video games badly. Like, God bless him. And yes, we'll have a Darksydephil segment tonight. We've got a Stephen Greer segment tonight. We've got a Lou Elizondo segment, a UFO hate group segment. We've got a Corey Good segment, David Wilcock, Billy Carson segment, and Darksydephil and more. I'm just going to put overtime for the goal. I'm not sure what that will entail. And let's get some panel members because we're about to start checking out some of these videos. So let's go, friends. And look at that. Master Betty sent one Truthseekers. Where did my thing go? Thank you, Master Betty, who sent one Truthseekers gift membership. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. It is much, much appreciated. So much to share with you. And thank you, Master Betty. This is why you got to hit that subscribe button, friends, because if you are a subscriber and you're in the live chat and a kind and generous soul like Master Betty gifts a Truthseekers membership, you could win one. But you have to be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber and you just happen to be in the YouTube live chat, you may not be eligible. And did I miss another? I missed one. Look at that. Charles McDonald is here with 10. 10 Truthseekers membership. Thank you very much. Charles McDonald, hearing the call of the goal and helping our show. Charles McDonald and a few others have really stepped up and expanded our YouTube channel membership. So there you go, friends. We've just started the show and already 11 people have won a free Truthseekers membership. And people ask me sometimes, what do you get? You get access to that members only section. And you also get a member badge, priority reply in the comments and the live chat, and more. A lot of extra goodies for you big supporters. It's $5 a month. You can click the join button if you weren't lucky enough to win one. You could put up you can put up the $5 and join, or you can join our Patreon for $1. Amber Getting for felting the Griff Squad. Praise the cats. There's one for the goal. Look at that. We only need 49 to go. Let's smash the 50. It's 50 super chats of, I think it's of 5 or more. Yes. So stand up, be counted, and let's go. I'm going to put my fair use banner up here. And I want to take a moment to thank everybody for the Christmas wishes. I got a lot of texts and stuff. I forgot how public my cell phone number is because Christmas Eve and Christmas, I'm not sure if they were all drunken texts, but there was definitely some drunken text, people feeling in the spirit and wanted to let me know that they wanted me to have a good holiday. I had a great holiday. My children had a great holiday, especially my youngest Xavier, who finally got a Switch 2. He's been asking for it since it came out. We were trying to convince him, the Switch 1's good enough. No, he wanted the Switch 2, so he got that. some PlayStation games. And you know how long it's been since I bought games? Like, I just saw games that were inexpensive on Amazon, so I bought some of them. And then it turns out, like, oh, the game is $20, but then you got to pay them $80 to play it online or something. So Dad failed on that. I got to figure out how I'm going to get around that, or we're going to get him some other games and some other things going on. And Xavier or Zachary had a great Christmas. He got like a star projector for his room and a bunch of other stuff. He's really happy. Mostly we got him snacks because he responds to food very, very well, more than anything else. So you should have seen his face. We got him this big tower of Pringles. And he opened it and he got all excited. That made my Christmas. My wife, as usual, did an incredible job making sure that the boys had an incredible, memorable Christmas Eve and Christmas. So, and I hope you all had a great one as well. So we've got one whole panel member. You know, you guys asked me to do these panel shows and then nobody joins, but it's both our faults. It's half your fault for you people that constantly ask me to do a panel and then you don't join when I do them. So it's partly the audience's fault. It's partly my fault because I don't announce them with enough time for people to prepare. I get it. Some people want to get party favors and drinks and, really make a go of it. We've had people falling off their chairs drunk here during the panel shows. The last ones have been pretty calm, but we did them only on Kick because I don't want to have is PPP on the panel. Not that I'm aware, but anybody can join. It's a public live stream. And the link to join the actual show on screen is pinned in both the YouTube chat and the Kick Live chat. They aren't. Arlene says they're not joining because Arlene said you have to wear clothes. Yeah, this is the degenerates. They want to show up with their balls out. Like we can't do that on YouTube. I'm sorry. And not to judge if that's what you want to do. Okay, on the internet, I don't get it. But we'll begin our panel. First, you know what? First, I thought we could get into the Christmas spirit. We're going to get into the Christmas spirit and share some Christmas weird shit that I found on Twitter. But first, we'll one moment. Let me see if I can't fix the background here. Oh, we've got a female panel member joining. That always makes me happy. I don't like sausage parties, so you ladies are most welcome. You guys have to wear clothes too. All right, one moment here. Let me see if we can't fix the background here. We're having a very Truthseekers Christmas. There we go. And we'll bring our panel members here. We've got Red Foreman. Welcome.
I definitely had enough time to get a hat. They got a hat before this all started, so.
This I borrowed from my son. I got reindeer ears somewhere too. Look, here. We'll do them both, right? There we go. That's even more festive, right?
Yeah.
And our other panel member left the frame, so I don't know if they went to get a drink or something. We'll add them when they're ready. And we've got Spooky joining the panel. And there, everybody, she went to get her Christmas hat. Amber Geddon is here, longtime show supporter. Welcome, Amber Geddon. And you know, Amber Geddon, I always love it when somebody's been in my live chat for a really long time, and then they join a panel, because then I will always have a face to connect to the user ID in the chat. So welcome. Good to see you here. Did everybody have a good holiday?
Yeah.
Yes. It was quiet.
Yeah.
Well, that's my idea of a good holiday, some peace and quiet. My wife took the kids to their grandmother's on Christmas after we had our dinner, and it was so quiet in here. I was like, oh, this, it's a shame that that's one of the things you like as an adult, like just being alone in my house. That's what I want for Christmas. All right, so we're going to start with some Christmas weirdness because I found some shit. And I thought, since it's Christmas, we shouldn't just do grifters, right? We should do something festive and fun. And this family seems like my family because my father was Polish and my mother was Irish. So imagine family functions when I was a kid, because the Polish people would be drinking vodka and the Irish people would be drinking beer and whiskey. And eventually somebody would get in a fight every fucking holiday, So I empathize with this. This is a pretty good one, I think.
Sounds like my family.
A very ghetto Christmas.
Is this the one where? No, it's not. Never mind.
Look at that. Look at, she's getting a pot. We're gonna hit him with the pot. Oh shit! Oh shit! Hit the girl in the fucking head with a pot. Merry Christmas, man! Look at this shit. Oh, please again. I gotta see that pot hit again. One more pot hit. Here's oh damn! Damn!
Last time.
Damn! That's kind of my kind of family Christmas. It looks like it reminds me of my family Christmas, right?
That looks like my childhood.
That was like my family every year.
Really?
Traumatizing. Oh God, yes. Well, not that extreme, but pretty much. Pretty much. My grandmother and mother and uncles, and yeah.
All right, I have some more Christmas fun before we begin on the grifters. This is why I'm so glad. You know, I'm sure that a lot of women would like yell at me if they knew how little I do around the house. But my wife does all the decorating, all the Christmas stuff, and I'm thankful for that.
Oh. Like.
Oh shit! You got a Charlie Brown tree. Look at this one. Why would you get a tree that big? Look, it ain't gonna fit, bro.
Oh, sure.
Oh shit! Look at this fucking cat. Oh shit!
Not going in our yard, Russ. It's going in our living room.
Oh, fail. Somebody fucked up. Oh, shit.
Not again.
You know what? I used to have a cat that would attack the Christmas tree every year. I'm so glad that we don't have a cat anymore when Christmas comes around, because the dog just, I think it tried to piss on the tree once and we yelled at it, but other than that, it was okay. Look at this. And hit his head on the fan. Asshole. All right. I'm going to do one. We got a few more of these. And by the way, anybody can join today. I'll be watching, and I will be watching the Kick supporters as well, and we'll call out any support. Let me make sure I'm all caught up on the YouTube side. Yes, I am. Okay, let's get some more of this Christmas cheer. Funniest holiday fails that ruined Christmas. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I wanted to say congratulations to Spooky. I watched Dark Alliance episode 1 and 2 the other night on Christmas night, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was.
And then the next one's going to be even better because I'm in it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Fuck you, Spooky. I was kind of pissed off because I did the interview before they made the first two. I thought it was going to be in there. And then I was like,
I rewatched it yesterday. You are in there.
Yeah, you are.
Somebody mentioned
at the end of episode 1.
Yeah, it shows you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but the interview's not.
So hush your noise, son.
Santa,
you're already a TV star.
Yeah.
Santa, I've been a good boy. Please stop.
What is that about? Santa, I've been a good boy. Please stop.
The sign just makes it seem so sinister. And it looks like that reindeer is Santa, I've been a good boy. Your life. Please stop. It needs to stop. That's crazy. I put out for Santa. How does Mrs. Claus feel about that? Do the elves join in too? Is it like a...
You know what my favorite meme of Christmas this year is? Did anybody see this? It's a video. I should have found it. Where the girl is like, my mother gave me and my husband these sweaters. and she's wearing a sweater that says peace. It just says peace. And then the mother gave the husband a sweater that says, I come in peace. And the mother didn't connect the dots here. So the husband's got a sweater that says, I come in peace. And the wife's got a sweater that just says peace. That's some shit I would do.
A real big party up in the North Pole. Yeah, with Santa and his pole. I mean, okay, it's supposed to say, I put out for... No, it doesn't say. I thought it was going to say, I put out milk and cookies for Santa. Oh, no,
it just says I put out for Santa.
Okay, so it is just this bad. Holo, joy, pee-pees.
What the hell is this?
Enjoy the holo, joy, pee-pees. Hey, everyone, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lindsay Ivan. Happy freaking holidays, folks.
Yeah, this girl's funny. Go.
Look at that.
Go subscribe.
It's almost Christmas. And maybe I'm going to post this on Christmas. Who knows? But if you celebrate, happy holo pee pee poo to you. Today, we are looking at more holiday fails. If you like this series, then let me know in the comments below. Also, smash that like button and subscribe because that's your gift to me. Unless you want to donate, then I will have my PayPal link in bio. Anyway, let's continue on with this video. Yo, what is Santa
just
doing
put
with these pancakes? Yo,
Speaking of
okay.
DSP, I saved some food so that people can donate so I can eat.
Yeah, there you go. I was kind of mad.
I'm going to get increasingly angry the more people don't donate. Like, I'm going to start throwing food at the camera.
I was kind of mad because my wife made cheesesteaks tonight, but it was too close to showtime, so I have to eat after the I have to eat
on the show.
Yeah, but then I might have to leave, like to go to the bathroom.
For 30 seconds while you grab your cheesesteak.
Yeah. Why is there a trail of syrup dripping down from Santa covering all of these pancakes? All over them.
All right, that's
no,
what's
thank you.
Kind of
Who
stupid.
designed this and literally thought it would be a good idea? Fired. Jingle balls, jingle balls, jingle.
These look like dicks and balls. They definitely look like dicks and balls. That's
what else?
yeah.
Oh, I guess it's supposed to be like a candle.
It's
I
festive.
don't know so much about this.
It's festive dick and balls,
lighting
though.
the streets with something that looks like something else. 'Tis the season, though. Enjoy. Also, shout out to the subscriber that figured out that book is Christmas Facts and Fancies, not Farts and Panties. You made that real clear in the email to me. Were you the author of this book and you
Christmas Facts and Panties? What?
Don't. 2001 Christmas Farts and Panties. How nice is that? I actually have no idea what this is supposed to be, which makes it worse because you can't even.
Can we buy a copy and review it on the show?
Guys,
I
let me know
will.
what this
I will do it.
says. Let me know.
I'll check eBay. Yeah.
You'd be really cute having a pair of Santa leggings, and then his hand can just come out of the area, and then Santa can be on your butt. So cute and appropriate for the family. It's actually perfect for Christmas.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yo, what's going on with Yoda?
Holy
What is that even
what?
supposed to be?
Whoa.
Like you can swing him around?
There's
Or
a
is
good
that
comment
his
in the
lightsaber?
chat right now.
Overthinking
Okay,
everything.
what this is. Let me know.
I
in the
totally
comments
agree,
below.
Mr. Protractor.
Don't email me. Like, do you use that to like stick it in your lawn?
Please help feed
Or
a spook
straight
today.
up does
Be a good Samaritan. Give today for spookies tomorrow.
Christmas
Thank you.
ruined you did. Satsuma cry. All I want for Satsuma cry. People
Yeah,
don't know how to design
people
songs.
like
What is this?
you can't spell Christmas. Like
Opposite stacking, but so when we read it,
pretty
it says
easy.
Christmas. Please, Satsuma cry. We wish you a Satsuma cry. We wish you a
it doesn't have the same ring, right? I will be seeing cucumbers in my live chat for the rest of my life.
Spy wears
Yep.
Waldo type
Review
book,
Tech USA.
and concerned mother noticed something weird going on. A little peeping Tom, if I might add, because this is the ladies' fitting room, and
This is creepy. What the
fuck? Real excited
What
on
the
top
fuck?
there. He's climbed up and he's doing a full-on peep in a children's book. Okay, I'm sure they threw it in for fun, but for a child, baby,
Fuck,
come
where's
on,
the
we know
fun?
better than that. We know better. A Christmas tournament for a fertility clinic.
He'd get a poke all right up the eye.
Oh boy.
Why is Santa's hat so long like that? We all know it kind of looks like a floater. It's a swimmer, okay? We all know what it looks like. Why? Maybe they tried to turn him into like a icicle. See how I always give the benefit of the doubt? I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my mind's in the gutter, and I need to see what it could be. No, it's given. Yeah. Whoa. Warmest greetings from McCafe, McDonald's. They're really spreading the joy, if you catch my.
That's somebody's ass. They're spreading their ass. What the fuck, McDonald's? I want to see somebody's ass on my coffee? What the?
Like we are spreading something else. So, enjoy. So, Grandma set the dinner table.
Oh, God.
Christmas, and wanted to try something new this year with the napkins.
Napkins. Uh-oh.
How's the book coming,
It's
Steven?
supposed to be, I don't know.
I'm just tweeting that we're live now. I forgot to do that. Shut up.
Is that supposed to be like a cookie? Is that supposed
How's
to be
that book
cookie?
coming along,
What
Brad?
did she think she was making? A candle. Probably thought, oh, let's do like a cute candle. No, you just ruined Christmas dinner. Guard the kids for life. Little Jimbo is never going to be
Suppose
the
I should
same
probably
ever
retweet
again.
that
So
we're
this
live.
was a sign missing.
Yeah,
And
probably.
it's supposed to say
Like
from-
my phone died earlier, so
They missed the R completely.
New
So
McRib?
it says something else, which has a.
There's a whole
completely different
conspiracy
meaning.
that
I have no
McDonald's
words.
pulls out the
Like, how
McRib
long
during
do you think it took
certain
them to
periods
do
for a
Do you
reason.
think they took it down, or
I never liked the McRib.
Because that.
Wait, hold up.
Holy
What's the
moly, these bears.
What's the
have
reason?
done Some
Why I don't like the McRib? I don't
No,
know.
no. Why do you think they push it in certain times? What? Explain that.
I don't recall the details, but there's a whole conspiracy theory about when they released the McRib. I'll see if I can find it, and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
It's always during the same times, though. Like I don't know. We'll check into it. We'll continue the Christmas crazy first.
They're traumatized for life. I don't know what goes
Look at these
down
bears.
in
They look
the
like
whole-
demon
These
bears.
Bears have seen it all, and they're traumatized. And now I'm traumatized. Imagine going to the mall and seeing that. It looks like they're guarding the gates of hell. No, I don't want to go sit on Santa's lap with these bears staring me down. Daddy Ruck.
Could you imagine talking to your therapist and later on about those bears?
Yeah, the demon bears. I can't stop having nightmares.
Good. Here. Those eyes.
My youngest son hated Teddy Ruxpin so much that he made us tie it up and put it in the closet. He was convinced it was evil.
Crazy. Zombie eyes. Oh my gosh. What goes on at the
My son freaked out one night. We got him he had a Tickle Me Elmo and the batteries were going dead and it was going off in his toy box. And he comes screaming up the stairs, thought his toy box was haunted.
Of course. Yeah, those are fun.
Fox News promoting such a good message this holiday season. They're promoting treason. Is the season.
Treason for the season.
Direct quote from Fox News promoting the best in everyone. So go out there. Because you can get it.
No, it's supposed to be Jesus is the reason for the season.
Don't do it. You're going
That's
to
a
Santa's
stretch.
bad list. You're going to get a hole in your stocking.
Oh, they're nothing but a lump of coal for you.
Oh my, we need to stop.
I just marketed the show.
Look at this ornament. It looks like a dick.
Just need to stop. Like, no more candle ornaments, no more Santa ornaments like this.
Just what I wanted, a
Because
St. Nicholas
from the
dildo for
side,
Christmas.
the
What
first
the
one, I
fuck?
can finally see that it's like Santa in a robe and his hood on. At least we know that Santa is au natural, if you know what I'm saying. Santa Claus's parents didn't want no snip snip going on. Left the hood attached. Christmas socks. Socks. That's not an F and a U.
I don't care what anybody says. New
No,
socks are wonderful.
no.
We got a lot of new socks for Christmas.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
That's like a grown man's presence.
What
I
baffles
too
my
think that
mind
Christmas
is
fucks.
Not only did someone design this and think it's fine, but it also went through approval and then the printing process. Multiple eyes saw it. Multiple people approved it. One glance and I know it should have not been approved. So hire me. Someone needs to hire me in quality control. I got y'all. I got ya. Merry Christmas, Hita. I don't think that's how you.
All right, we're gonna flip to another one. This one's getting I have one more to share, and then we'll get to the UFO grifters, and that is this one because this is, and again, I don't know. It seems like something that would happen in my family. So let's take a look. Just got to get the star up on the tree.
Don't do it with a dog under you. Like,
Are you ready? Get up. Go on.
Get Grandpa! Oh, Grandpa's got no pants on again.
Did we just get a nudity violation? We just totally.
He still had underwear on. He didn't show his balls.
No, he did not have underwear on, bro.
No, he didn't.
He did not have underwear on.
I don't know about that. We want to thank Jacques Dejean.
I mean, I wouldn't go back and look because you'll realize you were wrong and you'll be looking at a penis.
He was free balling.
Jacques Dejean from the Netherlands has been a member for 16 months. Said she is a dude. Look at that Adam's apple. Boy, the conspiracies never end around here. Come on.
Yeah. Just be careful with that kind of video because you're going to get yourself in more trouble.
Yeah, and I think we're in enough,
yeah, right.
Attacking my. It's been since December 7th. I've been fighting 20 days now to get these false copyright strikes and claims taken off of my channel. And I don't know. Apparently, he responded to one of the counters, but I haven't been served a lawsuit, and that's all YouTube should care about. That he files in court and proves that I violated some copyright that he claims. So I think he filed a reply that was more false allegations, and I'm going to try to get that. We'll see what happens.
I don't understand how he can file a copyright claim on a transformed piece of media that he didn't own in the first place. Like I'm still like, what? I still can't comprehend how his brain got there to. I know. I'll file copyright on this. Like what?
Yeah, but I think that it has something to do with one of those parties saying something on Twitter like he's free to use it or something. But that was one of the three parties that he sued that actually probably legally own those depositions because whoever paid the videographer, and it's three people, Leon Isaac Kennedy, Roger Ransomwood, and this Adrian Youngblood. So whoever paid the videographer technically owns those, but our videos are not the originals. They are highly transformed, edited, redacted.
Well, from what I know, the ones that we released, Leon owns them because he paid for them to be created.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was told as well by people in the know.
That's what I was told by Leon.
Leon said he owns those. Yeah.
So,
well, I did manage to find some contact info, and I haven't gotten to the point of reaching out to him to say, "Hey, can you write me a letter?" It's a weird I don't really want to have that conversation. Like, "Hey, can you help defend my right to free speech from this guy who terrorized you with lawfare and phony lawsuits for years?" I don't really want to have that conversation, but I'm not. We're going to use everything that we can to fight back against this false claims, because there's no way that I should have to sweat those on my channel for 90 days. We didn't do anything wrong. In fact, most people would say that we did the entire UFO community a public service by releasing those videos and taking the risk of releasing those videos. We know how happy certain people are. So it was a big risk. And I got threatened with all kinds of shit for releasing them originally. And, we'll see what happens. But
didn't they come with like a list of extra redactions they wanted?
No, they basically, remember, they just said, these are protected by a court order, but then the court decided, no, they're not. So,
I'm misremembering. That was a long week. Like that was
of course,
6 days of it. Over Christmas week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But while we're on the subject, I noticed that Amber here has watched Dark Alliance recently. I think some people in the chat have been watching it recently because obviously we announced the new ones coming out. So if anyone has any questions in the chat, or Amber, if you have any questions about the first one, now is your chance because I'm here and I can answer questions. I just can't talk about specifics to do with the second one.
Right. Well, all we know about the second one is that the IMDb page is up and it's coming out soon. That's all. That's all I know so far. I don't know how soon. It could be a couple of weeks, could be a month, but
I can't imagine it would be too long.
Yeah, I do have a question.
Wikipedia page is up, then not Wikipedia. The IMDb page is up, then it won't be very long.
I do have a question, Spooky. So what? I don't know if I missed it when I was watching the second one with Leon Isaac Kennedy, but what was the whole premise of why Corey sued him? Because from what I understand by watching that, Isaac did nothing but try to help him.
Right.
Yeah.
So Leon got sued, kind of as a way to stop him suing first, because Corey had been like siphoning the money out of the business account and into the cloned business account. But then he sued Leon, accusing him of doing exactly what he was doing.
Okay.
And he admitted.
The
funny part of this is that part of the lawsuit is that they were embezzling funds from him and stealing from him. And then in the deposition, he admitted that he may have taken, what was it, a couple $100,000 out of the business account that belonged to his partners and him.
For some reason, the figure of 36,000 comes to mind. I don't know why.
Yeah, in any case, he admitted under oath that he took a bunch of money out of the account that wasn't his. It belonged to his business partners and him.
Which is theft.
Which is basically embezzlement. And that's what he was accusing them of. So that's why the whole thing is so funny. We've got Humboldt Honey with one for the goal, asking a very good question. Are you the only independent journalist being sued? Are there others? Can he do a class action? Well, there's a bunch of YouTubers. There's a bunch of YouTubers that all got copyright claimed. Some people got claimed for something as stupid as a thumbnail image where they used a still image from the depositions. Some people got copyright claimed over comedic parodies. And I'm aware also that Jordan Sather, who was the producer, listed as the producer of Corey Good's previous two films, was also copyright striked for posting the trailers for those films that he produced. So this is all basically Corey trying to punish his critics, in my opinion.
So these uploads that Corey, it's just clicked in my head. Jordan only just got his YouTube channel back after it was deleted in like the QAnon purge.
Yeah.
So these uploads are like legacy uploads that he's just got back, and then Corey's then copyright struck something that like he had no control over.
Yeah, copyright takedowns. So he wants his own. He wants the trailers taken off of the YouTube channel of the documentary
Could he not just ask Jordan to take them off?
Yeah, he could. He
could he just not do that? Is that like
this shows the malicious nature of this. It's not about copyrights. It's about punishing critics. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Let's punish these critics and fuck with their YouTube channels and their livelihoods and hit them in their wallet, because those depositions sure hit him in the wallet, I guess, right?
I mean, it must have. Like,
yeah.
I can't see how it didn't at this point.
I will say this: I have never seen YouTube take this long, and I have never in 6 years seen YouTube take this long in figuring this kind of situation out. It's very clear he doesn't own the copyrights. I provided proof of who owns the original deposition video. I provided proof that they're not protected under any, protective court order. I argued that ours are different. They're not the original. They were created for journalistic purposes, so that fair use applies here. And, we've got a history of this guy saying things like people are getting arrested that are saying bad things about me. People are getting investigated by the FBI or the police. And in the filings, he says, I'm under police investigation, essentially, or something like that. I've been reported to the police. I check with my local jurisdiction and his. I can't find a police report with my name on it or my company name on it or my legal, whatever. It's very clear to me that he's just trying to punish.
Secret space police, Steve.
That's what it is. Yeah, I was reported to the secret.
They're in a
in
the
land of make believe. I was reported to the space police. But thank you very much, Humboldt Honey. One for the goal. I hope that answers your question. And we're going to go on to the UFO grifter segments. I got a bunch here.
And thank you for the question, Amber. That was a good question.
You're welcome. Wasn't it that Corey said it was about his delusions? Was it delusions? And what else did he say in that deposition about his...
My dreamer delusion, whatever you want to call it. It's my dreamer delusion.
Well, what do you call it? I call it my intellectual property.
That's what he said, yes.
He's a psychopath. I mean, I could see that in his eyes. I wouldn't be surprised down the road we don't hear he became a serial killer.
Yeah, I mean, listen, of all the people that I have covered, the one that I worry the most about having a really crazy bad ending is this guy. And the crash out is coming. So 2026 could be that kind of thing. Like, he's going to crash out hard. And we've seen time and time again, he can't accept any responsibility for all of his various failures. And like you said, you know, I'm not a psychiatrist, but there's something psychological going on there when you can't accept any responsibility for anything you did wrong, always blaming other people, attack other people, blame them for your failures. You know, it's really crazy. So I thought we would start grifter coverage. I somehow missed this. And this is about Stephen Greer and how he offers people these ESETI experiences where, you know, according to Stephen Greer, he has the superpower. He can vector in alien spaceships. And he did that once, and it turned out to be flares. It wasn't aliens. And anyway, he charges people huge amounts of money. And I thought it'd be interesting to see an insider's perspective of what actually happened when he forked over the thousands of dollars to attend one of Stephen Greer's events and see the aliens and the alien spaceships. So let's get into it, friends.
So if you're anything like me and you're fascinated by UFOs and UFO research, or UAPs as they call it these days, then it's very hard to not come across Dr. Stephen Greer. Now, Dr. Stephen Greer is a medical doctor. He is a retired emergency room physician, and he dedicated his whole life to the research of UFOs and the UAP phenomenon.
I haven't seen proof of that, TJ Felony, but if you say so.
Extraterrestrial intelligence, which they call CSETI, the Orion Project, Serious Technology, Advanced Research, a few other things. And he is
join the panel.
Considered one of the world's foremost authorities on all things UFO. At least that's how he sells himself. He's also produced countless documentaries. He's published many books. If you put Dr. Stephen Greer into Amazon, you find all his published works, and it's quite a lot. And I personally came across him for the first time in 2001. With the Disclosure Project. It's more than 20 years ago now. And to be honest, at that time, to me, he was kind of a serious, semi-credible source, right? Because he put together all these quite believable and credible witnesses from the military, from other credible sources, talking about their experience.
Yeah, but this is the problem, though. He gives the appearance of putting together credible sources, but when you actually dig into the sources he uses, there's a lot of wackadoos in there. There's a lot of really weird, crazy people that also believe in, you know, crypto-terrestrials and Bigfoot and fucking Loch Ness shit and ghosts and demons and poltergeist. Like, they're not the most credible people.
Experiences with.
But Greer sells them as credible, especially if they have a military background.
UFOs. However, over the past 20 years, I feel personally that his credibility has suffered a little bit. And if you type in Stephen Greer
a little bit
Reddit these days, you find.
And by the way, this is the Sneezing Monkey YouTube channel. You should go. He covers some of the same stuff that we cover. He does a good job.
Loads of posts like this. Why is Stephen Greer demonized by the UFO community? Stephen Greer is a Satanist and a Moloch worshipper, never to be trusted ever. In all fairness, this has 0 upvotes, but there are loads of posts that basically ask, is Stephen Greer legit? Thoughts on Stephen Greer? And people kind of doubt his credibility also because some of his theories and the stuff that he's claiming is pretty far out there. So obviously, if you watch his documentaries, if you read his books, you will never hear critical voices against him. That's just the nature of the beast.
I'm sure we'll have something.
Anyone who produces a documentary would not edit like his most adamant critics into that. It's just natural.
Tim Curley wants to see Corey Good eating out of a
there
dumpster.
Are critical voices.
Well, he's got kids.
Having done a little bit more research on Dr. Stephen Greer, there is one thing that keeps coming back again and again when speaking of the credibility of Stephen Greer, and that is actually a review on Amazon written by someone who allegedly took part in one of his
Greer can summon aliens
presentations that you have to pay for, and then he does the CE5 Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind workshops where he kind of claims
I don't know what his nationality
contact
is.
and summon Danish, extraterrestrials and
Danish,
all that. So someone took part in one of his workshops.
Doesn't Bledsoe summon aliens also?
Amazon, but
what's that?
Doesn't Bledsoe summon aliens also?
Well, he claims that he summons spaceships, but he thinks he can. Yeah, he's another bullshitter. He shows people stars, satellites, swears they're aliens. Yeah.
The interesting point about this review and why I think it is quite relevant, and again, obviously I didn't write it. I don't know the person who wrote it, so I don't know how legit it is. Take it with a grain of salt. But we're going to read through it in a minute, and in my mind, it does sound fairly credible, but obviously to what extent it's credible, you have to make up your own mind. Okay, I'm not saying this is the truth or this is definitely all correct. Ultimately, this is just a review on Amazon. Disclaimer. But the interesting point about it is that the person who wrote it is actually an ex-Stephen Greer supporter and believer. So it is someone who was fully convinced that Stephen Greer is legit and that it's all for real, that he paid for this presentation, he paid for the workshop, going there believing that he's going to experience these incredible things, and then it didn't go quite how he or she expected it to go. So we're going to read through it, make up your own mind, take it with a grain of salt. Okay, again, it's just a review on Amazon. Let's get into it. So this person is apparently based in California and calls themselves Knowledge Seeker. And the review is titled, "At his CSETI workshop, I saw the real hidden truth." I followed Dr. Greer's activities with enthusiasm since 2001 when he established the Disclosure Project. I read his books, watched his interviews, and listened to his meditation CDs. I liked everything the man seemed to be about and shared his views about the need to inform the public about the presence of extraterrestrial visitors on Earth, the importance of establishing peaceful contact with those visitors in developing free or low-cost over-unity energy technologies that would clean the planet, eliminate conflict between nations, and bring about a dignified quality of life and abundance to people all over the world. I still share these goals. So you can clearly see whoever wrote this is quite familiar with the work of Stephen Greer, I would say. Or it sounds like that at least. So it was with great excitement that I signed.
And one of the worst things for a grifter is somebody that's a former true believer of theirs that suddenly wakes up and realizes they've been conned for years. Like I've talked to so many of those spookies sitting there like, yeah. Spooky's a former Corey cult member, man. You drank that fucking Kool-Aid, didn't you?
It was more of it started with Gaia. It started with David and Gaia, but then it was very quickly into Corey.
Groupthink. Got you.
Up for the CSETI presentation and a one-day workshop with Dr. Greer that took place on November 13th and 14th, 2009 in Costa Mesa, California, to experience and learn CSETI's contact protocol and to determine whether it would
drones,
be
flares,
worthwhile
and
enrolling in a week-long CSETI
all things he claimed to be aliens before.
Surprisingly, my preconceived opinion about Dr. Greer's character began to disintegrate as I listened to his presentation. It was disheartening to discover he's excessively fascinated with himself, going to indulge his name-dropping and in bragging about his fanatic high-end and or in the know contacts and connections, not to mention the multitude of outlandish remarks he makes with a straight face, such as his impact on the rogue majestic secret government. So much so that according to him, he rejected a $2 billion payout.
Oh, remember that?
And abandoned the
this reminds me of that guy that you interviewed.
I read
that Jason Vibelli.
What's that?
You remember you interviewed that guy, Jason Vibelli, who was like kind of around Greer in that time frame. I'm wondering if he wrote that post.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself, but you don't know. Yeah. I just think it's pretty interesting that somebody finally like woke up because they gave him. Imagine giving this guy thousands of dollars, and then you suddenly realize, like, oh, I'm being scared. Like, this is a con. I'm not gonna. He's not gonna summon aliens.
I heard a story at Contact in the Desert where someone had that epiphany when like his Grindr notification went in the middle of a meditation.
Gay, yeah. There's so many rumors of him being a gay, like liking gay sex.
Allegedly. It's not
allegedly liking gay sex. Yeah, he likes to butt bang and stuff. I don't know.
There's anecdotal evidence out there. There's stories out there that throughout the 90s, you know, he was like briefing all these people and their wives. Well, the wives were only there because the men, they all spoke to each other and they were like, we don't want Stephen hitting on us anymore, so we're going to take our wives.
Oh no!
Well, and this is also a reoccurring narrative. You see this a lot on Reddit.
Allegedly.
In posts.
Allegedly.
Every other month someone posts this. That Dr. Greer claims that some entity has offered
let me put my fair use banner up as well. This fair use, transformative work. We're educating the public. We're critiquing the video we're sharing. This is allowable by law.
I don't think he's that powerful enough and has that many people on board. Not saying that he's a small communicator. Like I said in the beginning, you know, he is considered one of the world's most foremost authorities on the topic.
Yeah, self-appointed.
Like convinces millions and millions of people and really makes a massive difference in the world of people like going out to the desert.
It's like being an expert on like declaring yourself the world's leading expert on unicorns, right?
I am the world's leading expert on unicorns.
or trying to find UFOs and all that, it is still like in the bigger picture a fairly small community of believers. So on one hand, I'm not sure he would like just discard a $2 billion payout, and on the other hand, I doubt that any entity would put that much money out.
Oh, not expecting.
The CIA has
the CIA. Yes, the CIA has messed with our broadcast. Let me see if I can get it back. What just happened?
That's what happens when you start to tell the truth about Grit. You see, I got real close there, and I had to throw in allegedly at the end, but I think it was too late. It already made a call. Hey, CIA.
Okay, I got it. We
shut
can
it down.
I fixed it. I don't know what happened. CIA attack. Yes.
If so, one would think he would have achieved a certain degree of enlightenment and a sense of kindship towards his fellow men. Then why would he be so harsh and unkind? Did he forget that these people paid a significant amount of money, not only to listen, but maybe to also ask questions as well? The worst and most disheartening part of the
$1,000 for a
was
meet and greet
witnessing
in
the
London.
CSETI field contract protocol. At the site, a number of devices such as a radio transmitter, magnetometer, radio detectors, infrared scope, etc. were arranged. Even though I don't doubt Dr. Greer may have had some ET experiences in the past, what I observed in the field that night is inconsistent with his hyperbolic claims suggesting he can vector ETs and make them appear. His actions and the facts demonstrated that at the very least,
Terry Joyce
it is
from
a
Not
bold
My Rabbit Hole
exaggeration.
here.
Not surprisingly, to cover up for his
Jump in,
assertion, Dr.
Terry.
Greer made sure to bring out a series of possibilities for a no-show prior to the field excursion. According to him, sometimes the ETs might not appear because there's someone in the group without good intent and a clean heart, or the ETs feel threatened by US military, or even though they won't fully materialize, they will manifest in 1,000 other ways. Okay. I mean, again, this is just someone writing this in a review on Amazon. Okay.
So this excuse about them feeling threatened, I know of like other people in the community who use that excuse. Like it's funny hearing Greer say it because I thought he would have been like one.
Oh, these grifters are always like, I'm under attack by the deep state because my information is so dangerous to them and all this. It's a plot point.
Well, there's this whole thing about like, oh, there's someone in the group that isn't pure of heart. Like that is like the biggest fucking gaslight in the world.
Well, it's like a certain fake psychic once told me while I was testing them, and they failed miserably to produce any paranormal anything. They said, well, the reason that my powers aren't working is because you don't believe, or something like that.
No,
so
you
like,
see, the twist was the psychic that you went to was the spirit.
Yeah, it's bullshit and excuses. What are you going to do?
I don't know, maybe that person is just disgruntled and angry and wants to diminish the credibility of Dr. Greer. But this, what he or she is saying here kind of goes in line with a lot of stuff that Dr. Greer says in his lectures as well. There seems to be an infinite resource of excuses and reasons why certain things are not the way they are. And I think also the point that this person is making about him claiming that he's reached like some form of meditative enlightenment and then he treats attendees, paying attendees to these workshops like garbage. Again, I haven't been there. I don't know if all this is true.
Yeah, but you see, like, if he's ever challenged at all on a show, he like, there's been clips where he like loses his mind. You know,
please read.
Yeah, you have to read. I'm not gonna, you know, like I don't understand. So the answer to when somebody asks him a question he doesn't like is buy my book. Fuck off, buy my book.
I mean, the thing with him I've seen the most is that people, like, they get him to come on for an hour, and he doesn't understand. I don't think he understands the concept of like a dialogue and an actual interview. He's expecting.
He's hitting talking point 1, talking point 2, talking point 3,
and then the person is expected to just go, "Oh, okay." Wow,
that's why if you've seen one interview of his recently, you've seen all of them because he just repeats the same stuff. Oh, the government's hiding free energy, and we could have a utopian society free of oil and gas and pollution and coal, and we could clean our whole environment. You know, these are talking points that he's used for like a decade. It's really monotonous listening to him.
It really is.
But if we
and the government killing people, he claimed that 2 people on his team got murdered by the deep state. They died of cancer, both natural cause deaths. It's just ridiculous.
Can believe this source. then
Allegedly.
all this rings like so many alarm bells, okay? And you would really need to be quite gullible to fall for a guy after you've seen stuff like that yourself. So I can very much understand why this person lost a lot of its belief in Dr. Stephen Greer after attending this workshop. Conveniently, there was plenty of people to hand, mostly staff, who would come forward to state that while meditating they saw this or heard that. Most amusing, though, were Dr. Greer's remarks at the beeps and sounds made by his electronic equipment. You see, according to him, an ET named Walter communicates via one of those electronic devices, and Dr. Greer is able to recognize which beeps he makes. Additionally, the large quantity of wow and oh my god remarks coming out of Dr. Greer's mouth over unseen or imaginary non-events was sadly hilarious. Oftentimes, he would point his mega laser beam at some spot in the sky and claim he was seeing a partly materialized ET craft. Of course, anyone else
I've
saw
heard about
nothing,
that.
even
Another
though,
Bob
according
Lazar
to
money
him,
grab.
many significant events were taking place that night because we were such a great group. To make matters worse, Dr. Greer supplemented the lack of any occurrences with information he received via remote viewing. Okay, so very, very clearly, this is drifting off significantly, coming from the Disclosure Project, which is all about like credible sources, military observers and witnesses who say things that are just out of this world. But
yeah, and the funny thing is like, oh, when nothing happens, he starts going like, oh, well, I remote viewed some aliens though. So thanks for paying me thousands of dollars to see some aliens or some alien spaceships. I know you didn't see anything because there's nothing going on tonight, but I remote viewed some aliens. Let me tell you about them. It is terrible, man. And at some point, you have to say, like, at what point does some government agency get involved and say, like, no, dude, you can't charge people thousands of dollars claiming you're going to show them alien spaceships and aliens. You can't do that. You can't. That's consumer fraud, right? I mean, I would think, but it's kind of a gray area, I guess, and the government's got better things to do. So,
yeah, it is a gray area. Like, the government could turn around and say, like, no, but then his defense lawyer could turn around and say,
oh, it's just entertainment. It's entertainment.
Or say, prove that aliens don't exist.
Well,
we're selling the opportunity to see some UFOs. If you didn't see some, we never guaranteed them in the first place. Like, that's what a good defense lawyer would do.
The aliens are friendly, and they want you to give me money, says Stormcloud. That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
In that vein, the aliens are friendly, and I want you to give money so I can eat some food. Like, I'm going to start getting hangry soon. And 2 out of 50? Come on, guys. Not enough. Pause. I need you to send some money. I need you to send some money. If you don't start sending money, I'm just going to start throwing stuff at the camera, and I'm going to get really mad. So
and I just want to say that's spooky grifting, not me. So I have plausible deniability, and I can blame Spooky for the griftiness of this show. Yeah.
My name's Phil. I don't know who's Spooky.
Oh, let's see if we can get through the rest of this. Well, I think we got the gist of it.
And they have this credibility that comes from their background.
We get it.
Yeah, the guy went to the event, didn't see any aliens, a lot of shenanigans.
There's some believability to it, but reading this, again, take it with a grain of salt. It's just a review of one of his workshops, but it's clearly drifted heavily into
Happy holidays, Arlene.
It's all about believing that something is there. It's all about, some people are
always
not
want your money,
heart, and that's why the aliens are not showing up. It's all about like a spiritual connection that you make with the extraterrestrials, and him like remote viewing what aliens try to. So do you see what I mean? Like it seems like at least it's come quite a long way from where we were.
Let's address this. Let's do it then, Weisberger. Let's do it. But you gotta have the principal filmmaker with you. And I'm gonna ask him questions like, why don't you tell anybody in your film that Bob Lazar is a convicted pimp fake scientist who was bankrupt?
Wait. We don't know that they don't say that.
Oh, well, I'm betting they don't. Because they only give you half of the story. That's how the Bob Lazar mythology works. Don't tell anybody he's a convicted pimp who ran a whorehouse and he's a fake scientist, and that he was a technician at Los Alamos, confirmed by his supervisors. He was never a scientist at Los Alamos. How many times do we have to prove Bob Lazar lies before people believe it? And still 30 years later, no other corroborating witnesses,
Can we lock this debate down now? Because I can make some killer artwork for that.
Well, he can email me at truthseekershow@gmail.com. You know we have an open door policy here. People are free to come and,
Steve,
and we'll be respectful.
This is a total topic shift, but I had a question for you.
One moment, though. Tim Curley is here with one for the goal. Says, eat something already, Spooky. Jeez.
All right.
I'm going to eat. I got Christmas candy. That's what I got. Christmas candy. It's chocolate. It's like Hershey Kisses and Crackle.
I got Starburst, so I'm Gucci.
All right. Let's get some Christmas candy going.
So, Steven.
Yeah, Weisberger, but I'm not interested in a one-sided debate. So you're gonna have to bring receipts, and I'll have all mine ready to share on the screen to prove everything that I'm going to say. That he was never a scientist, his education is fake, he was bankrupt at the time. We have the bankruptcy files. There's also the issue of him being a polygamist. He married 2 women at the same time. He was married to 2 women at the same time, right? And also, you're going to have to prove that he ever got a clearance or stepped foot on Area 51, because there is verifiable evidence that he wasn't in any of the Janet flight logs. There's verifiable evidence he wasn't in any of the check-in, check-out logs. So you got to bring something besides trust me, bro. No, or the government covered it up. Those excuses are not sufficient. And thank you, Tim Curley, who says eat something already. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. We're going to move on to the next.
Well, before we do, I had a question for you, Steve.
Sure.
So, you grew up in Philly, right?
Yeah.
So,
Me too.
So this was in like the mid '90s that you were like kind of teenage into early 20s.
I suppose.
Did you ever? This is more like mid to late '90s. Did you ever go to see ECW wrestling?
No, not in person.
Young. I was too young at the time, so I didn't go either.
I had the realization the other day that when they had their main run, they were in Philly, and I was like, oh shit.
They were.
Like,
yeah, my brother-in-law worked for them. He was one of those jobbers. The guy. Just to explain,
that story on Kino Casino the one time.
A jobber is a wrestler that his whole job is to get the shit beat out of him. The guy that gets thrown on a table and the table breaks. That's what my brother did for a living. He was a jobber. And,
you told that story on Kino
Casino. He did a lot of like semi-pro, smaller events, and some of the bigger events where they needed like a lot of people for some of the big brawls and stuff.
I asked because I'm wearing a signed ECW hat.
Oh, nice. Looks like the type that Paul.
Yeah, I see you on Twitter blowing wrestling dudes, and I'm like, what the fuck, Spooky?
Paul Heyman retweeted me like 2 million people. I don't give a fuck.
You had to blow him.
Didn't ECW have Goldberg?
No, that was WCW.
Yeah, WCW had Goldberg.
That was my son's favorite wrestler.
Why?
I don't know.
Really, why?
He was 3.
You're next.
I wanted to see about the next one. We have a Corey Good piece.
Are we about to get like copyright claimed again?
Oh, I don't think so, right? Oh no, you know what? I lost one of the. Oh no, addressing the West Huff debate. No, that's not.
Oh shit, that was like a year ago. Oh.
Well, we can skip that clip today. Oh, Stephen Greer reacts to Billy Carson's. Yeah. So for those unaware, 2025 was a bad year for grifters, and Billy Carson got absolutely destroyed as a total fucking wackadoo that doesn't understand anything about the Bible or the canonical books of the Bible. He was using completely and totally fake sources, bad sources, and he got wrecked in a discussion with a real biblical scholar. And then he freaked out, went to the podcast producer's house at 3:00 in the morning and served him with a cease and desist to try to get him to take the video down. And he had a complete and total crash out. And Greer is in a bunch of documentaries. Billy Carson's in Greer's documentaries. But here, this is from the PBD podcast, which I'm not a fan of. But
let's be clear, the Cousins brothers make those movies.
Yeah, and they're the biggest UFO scammers in YouTube history. So
I hate to admit it. I used to follow Billy Carson. I went down the spiritual rabbit hole after when I got sober 2 years ago after a DUI, and I was trying to figure out what is going on with me. I was trying to find purpose in my life, and I dove down those rabbit holes. I followed Billy Carson. There was Michael Sandler with Inspire Nation, Next Level Soul, a bunch of those spiritual channels. And that's why I got exposed to Greer. I never knew about Wilcock and Corey Good until I found you, Stephen. And, you know, my bullshit meter went off with Greer when I first saw him on Inspire Nation. I was like, oh, wow. But, you know, and then some of those people I sent you links to investigate, one of those spiritual guys, I keep an eye on him on what he's pushing. But he has a DNA activation course for $1,212. Are you effing kidding me?
Yeah, and go ask an expert on biology and DNA to explain to you what DNA activation means, and they can't. It's a made-up term. It's total bullshit. So what are you paying for?
Exactly.
There's a lot of spiritual gurus that offer DNA upgrade for like $400. What exactly? Like, it's not like you could do a DNA scan and go, "Yep, your DNA is kind of low." Or something, and then after the $400 service, do another DNA scan and go, "Yep, your DNA was definitely upgraded." It's a fugazi. It's totally fake, and somehow they get away with it. But here is Greer on this PBD podcast, and he gets this. This guy's using Billy Carson as a source of great information in his documentaries with the Cousins brothers, the biggest UFO scammers in the history of YouTube, hoaxers. And alien hoaxers in the history of YouTube. And here he just blows it off like, well, I didn't see it. Like, I don't know anything about that. So my source got blown totally to shit. That's all over my documentaries, but I don't want to address it.
For me, when I
just
had
think it's
you
funny
on here, I think you said something about Billy Carson, and you and Billy Carson were friends. You saw Billy Carson and Wes Huff did a podcast together. Did you follow any of that story or no?
No, I didn't. No, I've known him just casually.
Oh, okay.
Just casually. You're in fucking movies with him, dude. It's more casual. It's a business relationship.
Didn't you say the same thing when Joe Rogan brought up David Wilcock?
The podcast.
It's like, oh, I don't really know him, but like people from my team spoke to him. I don't really know.
Yeah, exactly.
He's very hands off when it comes to any specificity.
Well, you know the unwritten rule of the grifter squad. You can't talk bad about another grifter. They all play nice together so that we can all make this UFO sweet money, you know?
Well, I made this point on X like a month ago. Like, if people were to apply basic reason and logic to the ufological topic, the business model would collapse in 12 hours. It would be over. The whole circus with all the conferences would be over, the TV shows, everything. Gaia would be over. But because people don't apply nuance, reason, and logic to any of this stuff, that's how we are where we are.
Yeah, I caught Liv's low information viewers. Nobody does their own research.
Yeah.
Weisberger, you can email me at truthseekershow@gmail.com and get in touch with me. And when your movie comes out, I'd be happy to review it. And you can come here and we'll be kind and respectful, but we'll have some tough questions. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I predict that movie will not give people all of the truth, which is that Bob Lazar is a convicted pimp, fake scientist that ran a whorehouse. He's been in trouble with the law multiple times. His wife, one of his wives, was a convicted murderer. The wife at the time he first came out with the story was a convicted murderer with very strong ties to the Hells Angels. Go talk to people who did clearances back then for secret bases. There's no way they would have let him step foot on a secret base with those kind of, and he just declared bankruptcy. So we got financial problems, criminal activity right in his immediate family where he lives, and huge financial problems. Those are all red flags. They're not going to, and ties to organized crime. It was the height of the Cold War. They're not going to let that guy walk an inch on the Area 51. That's my opinion, having talked to many people who actually did some of the clearance reviews back then. They all laugh when you show people his actual history about him getting
I really want to talk to the people at Nippon TV about how weird Bob was being about when they were making a documentary in like 97, 98, and he was just being like super weird with them.
Didn't he also allegedly take some money and then he didn't show up for the
Yeah.
Well, let's continue this. This is Greer squirming because he knows Billy Carson got completely exposed as a fraud, at least allegedly, when it comes to the Bible stuff he was pushing.
That he did with Wes, but you're not aware of this podcast that took place.
No, the problem is I'm so busy, I don't look at any of these. I know it's terrible. I wish I had time.
Well,
he's so busy. All these
Scary
are so lazy.
Busy
so
what,
lazy.
Grinder?
Yeah, busy doing what? It's not like he work. Like, these guys forget what it's like to work a 40-hour-a-week grind job you hate. Like, what does Greer do? Like one podcast appearance a month, and one documentary every year or two, and these live events where he, once in a great blue moon, maybe a couple times a year. What are you so busy doing? Like, I don't get it. He's not busy. He just doesn't want to address that somebody all up in his documentaries got busted as a total whatever.
Listen,
well, it comes down to this: the old Carney saying of "protect the business."
Exactly.
There's another guy that speaks with a level of certainty that you fully believe. And it was very interesting
that's
seeing him and
called a
Wes sitting
confidence
down
man,
together.
also known as a con
Very
man.
Successful podcast. I'm glad Billy did it, and I hope they do another one together because
he will never do a podcast with Wes Hop again.
In certain things, or makes you question.
He's
other
still
things and
butthurt
research
over it.
more. And I thought you had another, opinion on that podcast that took place. Stephen, as usual, every time we get together, you're very interesting to listen to. Seriously, very interesting to listen to.
That's a nice way of saying that this show host doesn't
You're
believe
full
a
of
word.
shit.
The word he says. Yeah.
And hopefully the next time we do a podcast, we'll actually see some progress.
And by the way, this show host is kind of a joke. I don't know where he came out of nowhere to be a huge podcast host, but he made his money scamming people in basically a multi-level marketing scam.
I remember seeing a breakdown video of it a couple years ago.
Yeah, pyramid scheme, basically.
With this.
Yes.
That I look forward to.
Me too.
Appreciate you for coming out. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move on.
Look, the pyramids are connecting.
Connecting pyramids. But then we have I have Billy Carson addressing the debate, and that is so funny because he for those unaware, after this he made a crash out video that was like 3 hours of him rambling and blaming everybody for why he doesn't know the Bible, and he was using fake books of the Bible for talking points and all this shit. And I sort of missed this interview. I don't really follow him. To me, after a guy gets busted, it's not really busted badly enough. Like, it's just not fun anymore, right?
I got two questions. One, has anybody got a copy of the Ring camera footage? Is that out there anywhere? And I can't remember what the second one was. So that's
DM me on Twitter or I don't know. I'll see if I can find it because that shit is funny. He went to somebody's house at 3 o'clock in the morning and threatened. Yeah, in a suit. And threatened him with a lawyer not to take down that video because he knew that he looked like a total asshole scammer in that video, in my opinion.
How do you know he was in a suit?
Because it shows it on the Ring camera. I watched Mark Menard's what happened. It was I watched it the other day. It was him talking about that whole incident, and he was blowing the doorbell up, scared his daughter. And yeah, he was not happy. But yeah, he was in a suit at 2:30 in the morning, ringing his doorbell with some paper he's holding up. He doesn't know if it was a handwritten cease and desist because prior to him showing up, he, I guess around 1:30 had texted Mark, from what Mark was saying on the video, allegedly, that he sent him a text message with a cease and desist in the text message. And then probably about an hour, and he was sleeping. And then he woke up with his daughter telling, Daddy, there's somebody at the door. And then he looks at his ring video on his phone and sees him standing there with a piece of paper holding it up in a suit.
I'm going to see if I can find the Ring camera because it's funny.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Billy Carson caught on Ring doorbell doing this to a YouTuber after the debate. Well, yeah. Oh, I got it. Billy Carson exposed on Ring camera. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll do that one first. 1 second. Let me share that one. Let me share that.
I'm trying to find where he shared that video in the stream.
Oh, and by the way, I totally deleted Billy off my YouTube after I saw that West Huff debate.
Yeah, so Billy Carson gets exposed on this, and then he freaks out, and he goes to the podcaster's house at 3:00 in the morning and demands they take the video down.
And because you got exposed
Which is insane.
knowing nothing about Christianity, you freaked out. You freaked out so much that you were knocking at my client's door at 2:30 a.m. in the morning.
2:30.
I got to handle that situation.
Oh shit!
With legal papers, acting like you have the power to enforce some type of "you got served." You guys, this is the type of person Billy is. Like, he does have a brain injury, so maybe there is something like literally wrong with him. I don't know, but this is like crazy behavior.
I agree. This is crazy. Going to somebody's house at 3:00 in the morning, telling them that
What was that by him having a brain injury? What was that?
Right.
No,
Yeah,
he was on his deathbed, he said, when he came and did that podcast with his supposed friend and West had the pneumonia, because he had pneumonia.
that was one of the hopes. Oh, I was really sick during that. I was really sick. Well, your sources were still bad, even if you were sick. So,
and as soon as he left, when he left the podcast after he did his supposed mic drop, he was heading off to a meeting. And then right after that, he flew to Atlanta to do some show with Steve Harvey's sister. So, yeah, he was real sick.
busted. Well, let's hear him explain the whole
Wait, hold up.
This is a cope session.
With Steve Harvey's sister. Steve Harvey's son is hanging with Sarah Adams. What the fuck is going on in the Harvey family?
Yeah, I know. They're wackadoos.
Right?
Well, this is Billy Carson's cope session and damage control after getting completely and totally wrecked and destroyed. And isn't it great? He just pivots to some other bullshit and drops all the Christianity, grifting.
Just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. You and I talked about it for quite some time off camera. And I told you that when we dropped our first episode, there were so many comments that came in about this debate with West Huff.
Yeah.
So we just gonna go ahead and get it out the way right now. You had a debate with West Huff.
Yeah, pull that Band-Aid off.
It quite the stir, quite the controversy.
Nobody wants to see that, Garaji.
A lot from that moment.
Shrooms is what is happening. Yes.
Yeah, definitely learned a lot from that situation. First of all, the thing that I did learn was, when you're not feeling your best, don't get involved in things, specifically dealing with business.
No streaming while steaming.
Cope. Oh, I was sick. That's why it was such a pitiful, piss-poor debate performance.
Who's in your inner circle, because I was actually betrayed by somebody.
But that wasn't meant to be a debate to begin with. From what Mark said, it was supposed to have been just an honest, open conversation about his beliefs, Billy's beliefs, and West's beliefs, and it turned into a big shit show.
And their sources, and the sources. The biggest problem was that he was using completely fake bullshit sources for all of his things that he was saying, like Jesus wasn't crucified and all this other stuff,
Plotting against me the whole time to put me in a very uncomfortable situation.
Here he's blaming everybody else.
Another Corey Good.
Yeah, another victim. Play the victim.
So I learned that,
Trademark.
People can be so close to you, and you just have to be able to discern better who is in your inner circle.
Apparently, him and his wife have gotten a divorce.
Yes, they did. His wife is, I think, allegedly a former criminal too, from what I understand, but I could be wrong. They're free to correct me. I said allegedly. Don't sue me.
I came to the realization.
You got a spicy super chat there. Don't say it.
I am a public figure.
Don't say it.
You did not
Don't say it.
I mean, over 8 million.
No, come on, you guys can't do that. Don't put things like that in the text. RP, thank you for the super chat. You can say something else, put in all capital letters, but I'm not sharing that on my screen. It's against YouTube terms of service.
Oh, this went mainstream. Like, I really am a public figure. I'm not just in the conscious community famous. Yeah.
He didn't know he was a public figure.
He's globally famous.
Yeah, he's globally famous.
One person to capitalize off of my name to try to catapult themselves off of clout chasing to a certain level of fame, which they did, but they crashed already. But I did learn, like, wow. So when you're in that level of
I don't know. Did we crash?
exposure,
I don't think we
you
crashed.
also then also have to watch
What
you do, what you say.
He just
where
said
you
that
go.
his detractors crashed already. I don't remember crashing.
Yeah,
If anything, I think the story boosted the show. So
yeah. I didn't crash.
Respond to things. I learned about responding. My initial response wasn't that good. My initial response
wasn't that good. Yeah, maybe going to the guy's house at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting caught on his ring cam, like you got served, bitch, was a bad idea, you moron.
At least he's like being open and saying that was a bad idea. I can respect that.
I've watched Professor Dave wreck him too.
Yeah.
And a little aggressive.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Ludacris.
And so my initial response to the whole
I'm no longer doing a YouTube show, so I'm free to do this stuff.
And I also learned about being prepared.
Another one from RP 708. This was not a debate. Okay, RP. Okay, fine. Say something else. That's better. Yeah, we just don't want to get in any trouble. We're in enough. I have enough shit to deal with YouTube, so we have to mind our P's and Q's.
The
And
last thing we need is someone on X clipping your show and it getting 200,000 hits because you said something because someone.
Yeah, because I shared something on the screen. Even but don't worry, I've got my excuses ready. I'm visually impaired, but thanks for the save because I would have just put that on the screen and then read.
You can say that you're going for therapy and apologize to the community.
Yeah, I'm going to go to rehab. Lord Ludacris says, great panel show and overall conversation. So glad you're back and hope to see Spooky on the show more. Keep up the great work. Run for the goal. Big show support. Longtime show supporter, Lord Ludacris. Thank you for your kindness, generosity.
I'll come here anytime I'm asked to if I'm free.
I didn't ask you to.
I can't keep up with the chat.
Why? God.
It's an open panel. Fuck you, Spooky. You just show up when there's an open panel, right?
No, I was specifically invited here.
I just want to mention, too, that this is an open panel show. So you see these panel members here. They all click the link either in the YouTube live chat or in the Kick live chat, and they joined the show. And anybody can join the show today. Just wear headphones, please, and also wear clothes. It's a shame that I have to say that, but yes, I do. I have to say that. So we want to thank the Lucky Gremlin on Kick, who just became a subscriber. And we want to thank Scooter the Pooter on Kick, who also just became a subscriber. Thank you all. We love Kick fans. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. It is much, much appreciated. It's like getting an extra paycheck every month. And this month is shaping up to be a good one on Kick. So thank you, because the YouTube, for those unaware, you're not allowed to be sick. You're certainly not allowed to be in the hospital for 12 or 14 days. And you're not allowed to follow doctor's orders and take 6 weeks bed rest. Because the minute you step off that hamster wheel, I think our views are half of what they were last month. And that's even with doing the 2 shows a week, because we cut down on the number of shows. I missed a couple of weeks there while I was in the hospital. So thanks to the Kick support, make up a little bit of that lost YouTube revenue. And let's continue with the Cope session.
Told that I was going to come. I have the messages. It said, you're going to come hang out, and we're going to talk about the difference between spirituality and religion.
Because the host of the show that you all went on, both you and Wes, this was a friend of yours. You all lived in the same neighborhood. Your kids played together.
Yeah. This girl looks like she's got enough gold on her to make a brick. Like make a gold brick. Melt that shit down.
Close guy. But come to find out, he had been plotting on.
Yes, I should have planned my health issues better. Yes.
Several messages he sent about
He's wearing a tuxedo jacket with a t-shirt.
Yes, he is.
Supposedly, it all came rushing back, and I realized that he was really against everything that I believed in, and that he was he was into this apologetic Christian stuff.
Yeah, the difference between religion and spirituality is simple: money.
Everybody.
Right, he said that during the debate.
Yeah, I love everybody.
His wife is a
this is his next wife. He's shopping for a new bitch. That's right. The old bitch left, took a lot of his money, I heard.
I rang his doorbell, and
to quote Billy Carson, you can't just be like work. Hey, give me some sex.
Yes, he said that.
He did say that.
He released a Ring doorbell video, which shows me ringing the doorbell with a piece of paper in my hand that had a typed note.
At 2:30 in the morning and leaving out key detail.
Footage. And then my car. also records everything. Like it's not a
Sam Moranto is who you're talking about there, sir.
S-class.
Ma'am.
So
He's got to tell. He's got to tell this black girl, I got a Mercedes, by the way, an S-class.
They're recording me standing there.
So we just had another $10 super chat. They've misspelled the name of Sam Moranto, who was the Illinois investigator.
Wait till I read it here. All right, I'll do it now. Spooky is getting ahead of me here. RP 708 with one for the goal. Thank you. Says, like 25 years ago, I went to a MUFON symposium and met Sam Saranto, or however you spell his name, and he was a really nice guy. I am sad that rational UFO guys are now a rare phenomenon. They are. It's all wackadoos. The wackadoos take all of the attention away from good researchers. There's a lot of good researchers. I know of, I've got the audio turned up as high as it can. So
before you restart, the guy's name is Sam Moranto.
Okay.
He was the MUFON investigator for Illinois. He investigated the Chicago O'Hare sighting. He was like one of the lead MUFON guys on that. So
okay, well that makes sense. And then we've got Charles McDonald with one for the goal. Carson is dumber than I expected. Yes, we'll try to not talk over it. I'll try to stop it when we talk so that everybody can hear.
I am talking a lot. I'm sorry.
I can't.
Mad, man. I didn't go driving through sleet and snow through the night to get.
This is the quality of the shows that he goes on. Look, nice set, microphones. They can't get audio levels right. It is low.
Around the corner. Yes, we're neighbors. That's a 1.5 minute walk to his house. I drove because I was sick with pneumonia and I didn't have enough energy, so I drove around the corner instead of walking. But it was just to say, and there was never a lawsuit.
No, there was the threat of one, though.
It was a cease and desist. Nobody ever tried to sue anybody. It was a cease and desist that said, I do not consent to using my image and my likeness. And I didn't think it was professional the way it was done.
I didn't think it was professional the way they exposed that I have been grifting off of Bible shit and I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. That was not professional. Ambergeddon is back. We lost Ambergeddon for a minute there.
It kicked me off.
I don't know why. I didn't do it.
In the ambush.
I don't know.
Okay.
And the word salad that was used. When I did debating in school, you learn the first thing you learn in debating is number one, you prepare for a debate. Now this guy had prepared for me for over a year because I went to his account and saw all
more coping.
There are 100 videos about me.
Were you aware of who he was?
No clue.
And what his stance was prior to getting on the
Never
live?
seen this guy, never heard of him, had no clue who this guy was. If I did,
he's one of the most respected Bible scholars on earth today.
Wait, you're telling me a self-proclaimed esoteric expert doesn't know one of the preeminent Christian scholars in Earth?
One of the preeminent experts on early Christianity.
Something smells like
all the ancient texts. He is one of the most recognized experts on all that stuff. He didn't know who he was.
So his face pop up on this virtual screen.
So he's ignorant.
Because I would have realized right away.
So he's an idiot.
Bullcrap. But I didn't know who he was, and so what you learn what a debate is, and the first thing you learn in debate class is that debating is not about who's telling the truth or who's right or wrong.
I wonder, since this debate, if Billy still touts that he's the expert on ancient texts.
Yeah, exactly.
It means nothing. Debates are not about.
It's not about who's telling the truth. It's okay.
Who's right and wrong. This is where people's misconception about what debating is all about.
All right, I think I've heard enough of this cope session.
My brain is struggling to comprehend that definition of debate.
Yeah, it's not about who's telling the truth.
It's not about who's right or wrong. Yes, it is.
Yes, it
is. What? Okay. Actually, no, it still counts because, say you're both wrong, that's still under the metric of who's right because that's what you're measuring against.
Exactly.
That's just so stupid.
Exactly. Well, we're going to go David Wilcock, his amazing story about Black Jesus, which he just pulled back out again. But it's interesting that the tellings of the story, it gets more and more grandiose the more times he tells it. He's told this story more than once. So this is one of the first times he told the Black Jesus. I thought it was appropriate for Christmas. We're going to hear all about Black Jesus from one of the biggest UFO grifters, proven SSP, secret space program scammer, who scammed. Many people say he scammed the public with fake secret space stories. Him and Corey Good did for years, allegedly. Black Jesus, friends.
The Black Jesus story was probably one of the most shocking things I ever heard. It came from my insider, Jacob. I call him that in the book.
It sounds like he just made up a name. Doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like you just came from my insider and then there was a pause? Like, oh, I got to make up a name here for who told me this, right? I got to make up a name for who told me this. Oh, boy. And we want to thank, wow, look at that, RP708 with another one for the gold. Big support from RP708 tonight. All right, Steve, I'm going to try to get drunk with my girlfriend who just got gallbladder surgery. Say hi to Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Melissa.
Merry
Get
Christmas.
well soon.
Get well soon. Get some rest with your boyfriend, RP708. Very generous. Happy holidays, and God bless you and your girlfriend, Melissa. I hope you guys have a good night, and thanks for tuning in, and we thank you for your kindness. And let's go with Black Jesus. I love this story, Spooky. This is one of my favorite Wilcock bullshit stories because it's pulled completely out of nowhere, right? Like, I'm sure there's some sources somewhere, but it's probably like the World Weekly News.
For the Rothschilds, and still does. And also is a whistleblower who doesn't really do what they want, but continues to work for them because he feels like there's some very serious extraterrestrial threats to Earth, and that what they're doing is very necessary to protect us. So the story goes that in the 1960s, there was a black man in Africa who came in with abilities complementary to those of Jesus.
Oh.
And he was performing miracles. He was starting to get people to listen to what he had to say. And the cabal tried to kill him, and they could shoot him in the head and his skull would just regenerate and the flesh would grow back. And
that sounds like Deadpool and Wolverine, doesn't it? That sounds like somebody's been watching Deadpool or Wolverine movies, right?
I just had a realization about. So this guy, right, he's positioned himself in the middle of all of this grand alien conspiracy. The Galactic Federations, all of these different races, all these insiders. He lives in a cabin on top of a mountain in an extremely light, like low light area. So he has an amazing view of the night sky. And not once ever since being in that cabin have I heard him say that he's seen a UFO or an orb or anything. I've just realized this.
I don't know. I know from my cabin being high in the mountains, it's the highest elevation in the whole state of Pennsylvania. We see some crazy shit. And mostly it turns out to be satellites. One time it was Jupiter. I had Jupiter in the sky above my cabin, and it looked like it was pulsating or something, but it was just atmospheric conditions causing that. We went to Stellarium, and we were able to instantly locate what we were seeing, and it was the planet Jupiter. But it looked incredible because of the high elevation and the atmospheric conditions or whatever. You're right. He's never shown anything.
He's never even mentioned it. He's never written about it. It's always, I had a dream or some download. But like,
or reptilians
the other component of like this
I have recovered memories. The reptilians butt banged me, and then the gray aliens, 2 of them butt banged me. I don't know how many reptilians butt banged him, but he was very specific that when he got butt banged by the gray aliens, it was 2 of them. Right?
Who made him the banana sandwich?
They made him a banana sandwich. Yes.
The other day on your show, you were making fun of Wilcock and the 37-mile-an-hour reading, which was funny. But he's so dumb. I don't think he can even like get an accurate reading for where he is. So his house is not in Nederland. It's like up in the mountains. So it's like a good 2,000 to 2,500 feet above the town.
A good thing to have is a little weather station. At my cabin, we have one.
So he's sitting there going, this is 37-mile-an-hour winds? It's like, no.
Yeah, because I'm in the same situation. Like, my cabin's in Goldsboro, but if you look at the Goldsboro weather, for example, one time I looked at the Goldsboro weather, I had just gone out to get firewood outside of the cabin and bring it into the living room. And it was so cold that my face hurt. And I looked at the weather, and it said it was 32 degrees. But my weather station was like, nope. 22 degrees because you're 10-degree difference because you're so high up and you're getting all the cold air currents and stuff like that. You got to have your own. The guy's a millionaire. He lives in $1 million mansion. You would think he could invest, a couple $100 in that. I guess not.
The crazy story that I heard, and remember, I was told at the time.
Now remember, this all comes from his anonymous source, Jacob, who's a Rothschild member or something.
That if I disclosed this, that I would be killed.
Oh, they're going to kill him if he tells anybody this story.
But the story was that this guy, they finally said, okay, we're going to bring you to the United Nations and share your message with the world. Let's get you on this flight. They bring him on this flight. And instead of bringing him to the United Nations, they shot him repeatedly and then actually had some kind of meat grinder device and
he's
basically like a bandsaw, I guess, sawed up his body into a whole bunch of pieces, put him in these very like radioactive shielded containers, and then had all these fighter jets dock with the plane and fly his body parts to all corners of the world, where then these containers turned them into ash. And they thought that maybe this would defeat him, like that his body somehow, the tissue was necessary. So if they destroyed all the tissue in all these places across the world, maybe they could defeat him. Well, he then regenerated in their offices and was fully fine, fully intact. But the sad part is that he said, you guys so badly do not want me to be here that I am not going to be able to do any more. You're going to get what you want, but bear in mind that in the future, many others like me will be coming, and when they do, you will not be able to stop us.
Wow. Well,
that is all I know.
Right.
Honestly, there's nothing more to the story than
moron.
Incredible. Just
it is an incredible
story.
Incredible. Let's go to Wildcard. Thomas, right here in California. Thomas, you're up next on Coast.
Jimmy, thank you for taking my call. And David, it's always a pleasure to hear your interviews. And I look forward to obtaining your latest book on the Ascension. David, my question is about direct contact with extraterrestrials. There have to be benevolent, trustworthy extraterrestrials out there.
Oh, yeah, gotta be good.
And how can the average man, the average woman of the coast-to-coast universe
that wasn't not in Buffy the Vampire Slayer
contact with
also in
benevolent,
comic books,
trustworthy extraterrestrials without having to go through intermediaries like the Alliance or the Cabal or the military-industrial complex or national intelligence agencies?
Got it.
Excellent question, Thomas.
So
David?
It's actually ironic that he asked this question, because that is the big question that the reader of Ascension Mysteries is left with. And I am writing another book right now called Awakening in the Dream, Contact with the Divine, that is exactly that. It's exactly what his question is.
Yes, buy my book. Buy my book,
bitch. The sweet answer is that when you're dealing with the benevolent folks in the universe, they found that if they were to appear in front of people in person too quickly, that people would be worshipped by others as some kind of guru or savior figure, and that the people themselves would have ego problems that would develop where they would feel entitled or special or otherwise different.
Right.
So what usually happens in the case of ET contact, what I'm going to outline in my new book, you will generally start having these experiences in dreams. And so I would highly, highly condition people to think that a dream might not just be a dream. And one of the things I've heard from Corey Good is that people are having ET contact, and then the dream will be partially what actually happened and partially a screen memory. It will be slightly distorted, or sometimes greatly distorted. So, but in the greater sense, I would say that we all have a higher self, and the higher self tries to communicate to us through mystery,
aliens,
And the mystery usually will start with things that most people would call coincidence and I would call synchronicity.
4 days
So
left.
that's why I wrote a whole book called The Synchronicity Key, where I scientifically proved
no ET
the existence of
contact,
synchronicity as a
no mass
bona fide
arrest,
fact.
no ascension by
So you'll start to get these
2025.
things happening that really defy common sense and logic, and that's your clue that invites you into the deeper mysteries. If you want to have the more profound types of spiritual experiences in direct contact with your higher self,
You got to buy my book.
I think dream work is a very highly useful discipline, but ultimately
Dream work.
you're going to need to
You are
meditate.
dreaming.
These beings will not be able to reach you, and they do start telepathically. They'll not be able
Wilcott's
to reach
dream
you
is that everyone
telepathically
worships him and
if
showers
you don't
him
get
with money.
control over the monkey
Yes.
mind that's always chattering
I
with
think
all
archaic
kinds of
revival is
self-defeating
100%
and
correct.
judgmental thoughts about others. And so when you can start to control that thought and get yourself into a nice, clear,
Really know.
coherent consciousness, that's where the criteria for contact will
He's got a
begin.
comment at the bottom.
And as we move forward through the changes that I'm now describing, people are going to start to have very dramatic
Yes, I agree with that.
experiences
UAPs.
of contact that will appear
UAPs
to
are just
be
CIA
like
UFOs.
ghosts
That's right.
or entities in the room. And when that happens, we know that when that starts happening on a mass level, we know that we're very close to this solar event that I've talked about in the
Welcome to
Ascension
B.
Mysteries
Flair.
book.
I thought you were
That is
joining
a
that
very,
panel,
very
to be
interesting
Flair.
subject where the sun apparently is
These
going to
women,
give
they have
off
to
a
be
big flash of
fashionably
energy,
late,
and after
right?
it does, what
Yeah.
it means to be human
Us men are
will
always
fundamentally change in a very dramatic way, almost instantaneously.
Yeah, we had a solar event and a flyby of a meteor yesterday. Both
That
in
is
the
true.
yeah, pretty interesting. Let's go to wild card. Joe, way out east in the Bronx, New York. Joe, you're up next.
Hey, Jimmy, how's it going?
It's going good, Joe. Say hi to David.
Hey, David. How are you, David?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to ask you now, concerning the reptilians, is it their quest or their mission to try to gain control of major
Serious
powers
question.
like the U.S. and Russia?
Yep. I mean, do you want me to enunciate further on that, or do you have
Yes,
more to the
please.
question? Okay. All right. So, what are the reptilians? There's been a lot of confusion around this.
Oh.
The reptilians are basically
They're the ones that are me.
It's a group of beings that went around the galaxy, seeing all these different human populations, and they found that there were certain. So basically, just as a starter point here,
He's
the
pulling this out of
biosphere
his
that we
ass,
see
too.
on Earth, the biome that we have, meaning plants, insects, marine life, animal life,
Yeah, but
birds,
lizard people.
et cetera,
Somebody's been watching V too
mammals,
much.
You know, this is very, very common on any inhabited Earth-like planet, and most of the Earth-like planets are inhabited. Life is very, very prolific. NASA has already publicly stated there's 40 billion with a B, 40 billion watery Earth-like planets just in our galaxy. That is official. It's in the Ascension Mysteries book.
Oh, that's not really
So,
official. There's a likelihood.
There are human populations on these
But there
planets
are Earth-like planets.
because
We haven't
evolution
found one yet,
ultimately
though.
is written into the laws of quantum physics. We're used to thinking of quantum physics as this very abstract stuff that only mathematicians can understand, when in fact
right,
it's
David,
actually a
hold it together.
biological
Yes.
matrix that makes DNA and proteins and cells and life. So the types of organisms that we see in the animal kingdom here on Earth, there's all different ways that one of those types can become a human-looking being. And it depends on the climate and the conditions of
The
that
reptiles
planet,
could turn into humans.
and to some
Spooky.
degree the actual consciousness of the planet and the
Wait,
sun
what?
as to which of these types of beings
I
become
agree,
sentient.
Noah, man.
So you could and do have planets that are entirely oceanic, where they don't have any continental mass.
Reptilians are the ones who
surface of
come to David Wilcock in his
and
yellow
then you're going to have an
pajamas.
aquatic species, and it could be any of a variety of types like we see in our oceans that become humanoid
Oh,
and
man.
sentient, and they will have, you know, limbs and heads with eyes, nose, mouth, ears, just like we have, or more or less similar.
No, they never ask him
Then
how
on
exactly
planets
he
where
knows
they do
any of
have
this.
land, you might have bird-like beings. You might have beings that look like they're kind of cat-like human or a dog-like human. And in some cases,
cat people,
you do have
dog
reptilians.
people,
It's not
and
very
reptile
common.
people.
So the reptilians, for whatever reason, maybe because of the heritage of the reptilian brain, they have tended to be more aggressive species. And so a very dominant, very intelligent, very reptilian group
Isn't it funny? The ugly ones are the bad guys and the pretty ones are the good guys.
Stocks in our
Isn't that
galaxy.
a little
They invaded these
convenient?
planets. They blended their DNA with the native populations, so these populations now are hybrids, and they formed this confederation. They have been making war on non-reptilian species all over the galaxy, and they've been largely defeated and got beaten back into our little corner here.
He
So
has
they have an
insiders.
outpost in the
Yeah, people
constellation
inside his
Orion,
butt.
and they have an
He
outpost
pulls
here
us
in
out
our
of his
solar
ass.
system, and those are their two main centers of operation.
Hey, Joe, I want to thank you for the phone call. We're going to head towards a break right here. Thank you so much. And David, what do you say? Okay, I have two questions before the break. Let's get these in from me.
Good.
Okay.
A, what do you say to the people that insist that you are a disinfo agent, number one?
Good
and number
question.
two, what about your DNA? Two simple answers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's going to claim that he's got special DNA here.
Those two questions were prop up your grift and how can I help you prop up your grift?
Yes, thank you for translating. I'm a professional wackadoo translator, but so is Spooky.
Have you had your DNA checked? So let's get those in. You've got 2 minutes.
Here we go.
It's pretty odd.
Oh, that's a great spot.
Why did I get a 179 when I took the IQ test? Why did they tell me I scored too high that they couldn't actually even tell me what my IQ was because it was off the chart? Why do
He's so smart, he's off the charts. Therefore, he has alien DNA.
I see things that other people don't see?
That's
And
why I
for
can't
me, it's
start a
like
generator.
obvious and easy, and
Yeah.
if I talk,
Why do I see things that? Why do I see things that other people don't see? You know who else sees things that other people don't see? Mentally ill retards. Come on, it's so stupid.
too fast, then people don't have any idea what I'm talking about? Why did it take me many years to learn how to dumb myself down enough that people could understand me? I don't know. I do think there's probably some kind of extraterrestrial aspect to my personality or my soul or whatever that is different from most people.
You look ET-ish.
I do kind of have an elongated skull.
Yeah, you do have a big forehead, dude.
He had to dumb himself down enough so he can't know how to change batteries out of a fire smoke alarm.
Yes.
You got something going on. Okay.
Yeah, and then as far as disinformation, when you're looking at the people who are doing this
By the
on
way,
behalf of the
While he's answering this question, he is still actively selling people completely and totally fake secret space program stories with Corey Good. That's the time frame that this is from. So he gets asked, what about people that say you're a disinfo agent? While he is probably knowingly, allegedly knowingly selling completely and totally fake made-up stories about the secret space program.
cabal,
Right.
they're trying to promote a Luciferian belief system because that's the cabal's religion. I've been exposing it for many years.
Interesting.
And what that belief system entails is the exact opposite of what I keep telling people over and over again. Their belief is like Darwinian, the most effective killers are the most evolved. They're very hierarchical.
Any dumber,
they want to
and he
always
would
put
forget
the
to
power
believe
back
it.
in the hands of the cabal. They want to say might makes right. They want to encourage moral laxity. They want to encourage corrupt behavior, sexual looseness. And I have been just the opposite. I have been encouraging people to embrace the core of all the world's great spiritual teachings, which focuses on forgiveness, compassion, and helping other people.
Well, let's take a break right here, David.
Yeah, he's helping other people. How exactly is he helping other people? By lightening their bank accounts. That's how he's helping people.
A lot of his information, it's almost like I just heard this information because a few months ago, right before I found you, Stephen, I read both Ashayana Dean's materials, Voyagers 1 and 2, and I also read the two first books of Ra, The Law of One, and they're both similar. And a lot of his information is really a lot of Ashayana Dean's too, not just The Law of One, because a lot of the stuff that he talks about, the alien hybriding and all of the Luciferian stuff, and then I don't know, he hasn't really gone into the Jehovian Anunnaki, who is the fallen angels part. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're going to go on to the next contestant on 2025 Grifter. So this is a bit of an older video, but I wanted to share it because in light of recent events, for those unaware, Corey Good is claiming in his YouTube legal filings that I have been reported to the police, and that I stole deposition videos, implying I may be under criminal investigation. And I think it's important to put on the record that he's claimed that all these people are going to get arrested years ago. And just to be clear, so we understand the history, he's claimed that people were under FBI investigation, police investigation, criminal investigation. He's claimed that a lawyer was going to get disbarred by the New Jersey State Bar Association, and they were investigating that lawyer. None of his previous claims about people being criminally investigated or arrested or any of that has ever been proven to be true. So, I do think that there's a little bit of a boy who cried wolf. If this guy has a proven track record of claiming that his online critics are criminals or under arrest or getting investigated by the feds or the FBI, or his fake RICO lawsuit that all, by the way, got dismissed because he didn't have standing to even bring the lawsuit, I think that his current claims should be viewed from the lens of history. If we know he has a proven track record of claiming people are going to be arrested or they're under criminal investigation just because they speak out and make fun of him or critique him and say that his stories are fake, then maybe his current claims are not true, because all of his previous claims of people being under arrest or, arrests are going to happen, none of that happened. And here he is on the biggest UFO hoaxer channel there ever was, Third Phase of Moon. They've been caught hoaxing and faking more UFO videos than anybody on YouTube that I'm aware of.
It's here, Third Phase of Moon, with a special guest. You may have heard of them.
Special
documentaries, Above Majestic and The Cosmic Secret.
I think this video is so funny, too, because Corey Good's supposed to be Earth's galactic ambassador, and he's time traveled, and he's had access to all this top secret technology and the secret space program and alien technology, but he doesn't know how to work a green screen. His face is like too green because he's sitting on a green screen and he didn't adjust it right. And Spooky did the thumbnail of the Grinch that stole the depositions. This is just perfect.
Corey Good's been going through a bunch of things as of lately. We're going to be going over them right here at Third Phase.
Got a green hue to him there.
Corey, thanks
green
for
in the
joining
gills.
Thank you, Blake.
By the way, this is fair use, cousins, brothers.
We haven't seen you in the limelight for a little while. I know you've been going through some situations legally. Let's just cut straight to the point. What's going on with Vice and some of the things that you've been dealing with?
Yeah, by the way, Vice wrote a scathing article about what a grifter he was back then.
What it boils down to is control over disclosure.
Yeah. Okay. I thought this was new.
What's that?
I thought this was new, so I was like, wait, he went on the show? Like, what?
No, this is from back in the day, but I think it's funny because here he claims that his critics are going to be arrested. So I want to put this on.
He's going to be arrested.
That he's claimed is getting arrested or is under police investigation. He's done this so many times. He's never proven anything. He can't produce, to my knowledge, he cannot produce a single police report, an FBI report. He can't show where he even went to the police and reported anybody for all the stuff that he claims is taking place.
Well, isn't he in trouble? Isn't he going to be in contempt of court hearing on the 30th? He could possibly be wearing handcuffs.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of legal troubles, all of which are of his own making because he started all the lawsuits. And some people, including Gaia, are countersuing him now.
Is this hearing in person? Or is it like?
Oh no, it's in person. Because guess who's got a reporter going to the in-person hearing, Spooky?
You do. But
I do. Yes, we've got a reporter that will be at the in-person hearing.
And then I was sitting there going, but isn't it like a Zoom call? We can all call in, but
if you're local to the court proceeding, you can also go there in person and sit in the courtroom for the hearing. It's a public hearing.
Who have we got going, or do you not want to say?
You know who.
Okay.
A certain very good reporter on matters of Stavati and Wilcock, maybe, one of the fiercest, boldest investigative journalists I know. We're sending him to the in-person hearing.
A number of groups that are trying
to
control disclosure, control the narrative. They want the TSA slow drip disclosure, and we've been fighting for full disclosure. So we have...
Yeah, full disclosure. While I'm forgetting to tell you that a lot of my stories are made up, but I'm fighting for full disclosure.
A concerted effort to discredit us. And we've had the media involved. We've had all types of cyber stalkers involved. And finally to a point to where
he's never proved anybody cyber stalked him, but there's proof in the deposition that he cyber stalked some of his critics. He admits in the depositions that he paid this was our exclusive story, by the way, but the depositions confirmed that our reporting was accurate. He paid a neighbor of Bill Ryan to take pictures of Bill Ryan's house and video of Bill Ryan's house and send it to him so that he and his manager could use that material to make a video to shut up Bill Ryan from being so critical, right? It's so stupid. It's like accuse others of that which you do. So just to put on the record, he's never proved anybody cyber stalked him, but he admitted in the depositions that he's done things that a lot of people would consider cyber stalking.
There's a major criminal investigation and also a RICO lawsuit.
There's a criminal investigation. Where's the criminal police reports? Where's the FBI reports? Where is any paperwork to substantiate that any of your critics were ever in the past or now under criminal investigation?
It's not the proper venue. If anyone wants
to, you know, he took a photo outside of an FBI office, Stephen.
Yeah, that's his proof. He took a photo of a Staples box outside of an FBI. How
dare you doubt him?
Yeah, and you know, just let me see if I can find that. I have all that stuff right now. I have some of his previous claims are like laughable, right? Some of his previous claims are incredibly laughable. And I have some of that where he claimed that people were under FBI investigation, and you know, big bombs coming in and whatever. Share this tab instead. There we go. There's some of the proof of his claimed criminal investigations into people. Attorney Benjamin Zvotnik, aka CW Channer, reported to New Jersey Bar Association for alleged cyber stalking and other possible criminal and civil offenses. Mother of all bombs released from the Bombay door. More mother of all bombs to come. And so I don't know. I checked with the New Jersey Bar Association for like 6 months in a row after he posted this. They kept telling me nobody filed a complaint and there was no investigation into that attorney because the state bar doesn't care about anything but legal malpractice. So in other words, if you hired a lawyer in New Jersey and he really screwed up your case through his own incompetence or whatever, you can file a complaint with the New Jersey Bar Association. But complaining to the New Jersey Bar Association that there's this lawyer from New Jersey who happens to be a lawyer, and he's saying that my secret space stories are fake, that's not something they're going to investigate. They don't give a shit. And to my knowledge, they never investigated any of that. They never investigated any of that. But it gets better and better and better. Evidence received. Benjamin Zvotnik and Cyberstalker Cult. I provide evidence testimony on Jay Widener and CW. Yeah, and this is his evidence. I think it's an old email from, what is this?
That's why he took a photo of a box. He's in his car.
He took a photo of a box. That's his evidence. There's a photo of a box, dude. I got a photo of a box.
I'm gonna find it because I know this exists. Although I am blocked, so I might not be able to find it.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Every complaint that comes into the office forces the bar to investigate if the lawyer in question is fit to practice law and has broken any rules of professional conduct per New Jersey rules. And this, again, shows this guy's malicious nature and his total ability and willingness to just do anything to hurt the people online that are saying, and all this is over people going on the internet and saying, I don't think this guy went to space. I don't think his secret space stories are true. And meanwhile, he admits in a deposition he's never been to space. So why is he attacking all these people if they were right about him the whole time? It's kind of ridiculous, you know? But this is where we're at, and this is where we find ourselves. And my favorite of these is the box one, right? Do we have the box one?
I'm looking for it now. It's back in like 2019.
I got it. I got it. Thank you to the public for the continued support. The criminal side of this investigation has escalated this week. Now, a very serious matter. I do encourage those involved to cooperate and preserve evidence. Prepare for contact. And so he took a picture of a Staples box on top of a car hood outside of an FBI office. I checked that FBI office to find out if there was any reports filed by Mr. Good. No reports. No reports.
So in our little private chat here in the streaming platform, I've just posted the link to an X post of Corey's where he posted tracking information for the New Jersey State Bar complaint that he allegedly sent. So he posted that too. And this was September 2019.
Well, if you send a letter, that means that the criminals are going to get arrested, right?
Right.
It's so
of course.
stupid. It's so stupid. His so-called evidence is like crying like a bitch to some professional organization that, that a critic of yours is a part of. Try to get him in trouble. That'll teach him, Spooky. That'll teach him, right? Let's continue this.
You would hope so, right?
And RICO lawsuits.
It's interesting. Some of the situations we've been dealing with right here at Third Phase of Moon has been very difficult. We're dealing with challenges as well, getting the information out and people trying to shut the information down.
Yeah.
We've won a couple battles just recently. We're going to get into some more details a little bit later in other episodes in regards to that. But yeah, we've seen an uptick in kind of taking down the information coming in. But I got to say, we've got a lot of response when we said that we're going to have you on the show, Corey, and some of them not too friendly.
Yeah. Why are you having that scumbag on your show? Blake
Flack,
Cousins,
David,
Brett Cousins, whichever
David
one you
Wilcox,
are.
Corey Good. We shouldn't have them on Third Phase of Moon. Why are we giving these guys airtime? What's your thoughts? What's your response to that?
Well, it's actually a noisy minority. There's a group that's being investigated, actually, that they have all sorts of sock puppet accounts, and they've targeted David and I, anyone that works with me. So if you work with me more than one time, then these people target you. Like I said, it's all being investigated. At the end of the criminal suits, we expect arrests.
And by the way, there was no criminal cases.
I was just listening to Black Helicopters. Like, I'm still here, so
there was never any criminal cases. He's never proven that there was ever any criminal cases against his critics. He's never provided a single police report to prove that he even reported anybody. You have to report people for an investigation to begin, right? Like, he's never proven any of this. It's so stupid. And here he is on a public live stream. I expect arrests. I expect arrests to happen soon against my critics. He's delusional.
Group that's being investigated, actually, that they have all sorts of sock puppet accounts, and they've targeted David and I, anyone that works with me. So if you work with me more than one time, then these people target you. Like I said, it's all being investigated. At the end of the criminal.
Who's investigating it, Corey? Show us a government official. Show us a police department that's investigating it. Show us an FBI office that's investigating it. This is the land of make-believe.
Suits. We expect arrests.
We expect arrests. Well, this interview is from 5 years ago. Nobody got arrested, Corey. Not one person.
This is pretty serious. When all of this is said,
yeah, making false claims about your detractors or critics is pretty serious.
Done, everyone's going to know the truth. They're going to know it was just.
And this just shows his malice. To me, Spooky, it's like, I'm willing to tell everybody that my critics are all criminals and they're under investigation and they're going to get arrested in order to back off the criticism.
I would have sued him by now for implying that I am a criminal. When I am not a criminal, I have no criminal record. I've never been arrested for anything.
Ditto to me. Yeah.
Just a small, noisy minority. The vast majority of the people in the community support David and I.
The vast people in the community support David and I. Is that a true statement? Even 5 years ago? I don't think so.
No.
Nobody supports.
Tubi Flair has a great comment on Kick saying this is kayfabe for UFO grifters. You're so spot on. I can't even put it into words.
share that. Yeah.
I'm in the process of writing a whole thing about the links between like the New Age secret space program and professional wrestling, because there's a lot of crossover.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing. Like Michael Sala is literally like Paul Bearer, where he's like managing different wrestlers
as well as
managing different talents.
You wouldn't believe all the people that are reaching out to work with me in particular.
That's more Jim Cornette speaking.
So many people are reaching out to work with him. His producer and director of his latest film didn't even tweet the film.
Usually when you're in the middle of a
probably because they're embarrassed of working with him. They probably found out about how fucking crazy he is after they agreed to do it, right?
Racketeering lawsuit against someone and have other lawsuits out, and you've instigated criminal lawsuits against people.
He's instigated criminal lawsuits. Does he mean the RICO case that all got thrown out? There's no criminal.
Wait. Who instigated?
It's a civil lawsuit.
He said he instigated criminal.
You've instigated criminal lawsuits against people. People want to stay away from you. They don't want to do business with you, but it's been quite the opposite.
Well, let's see. He sued. Didn't he sue his former employer too, or tried to, or something, right? And then he sued Gaia. That's two people that he worked for that he sued. Then he sued people that he worked with, like his conference organizer. He sued people that he worked with, like his manager. He sued people he worked with, like the. By the way, just to correct something, he's never sued Jordan Sather, and I might have said he sued one of the producers of his movie. So I apologize. He sued so many people; it's hard to keep track. He definitely sued.
Did he have a restraining order against him from his old employer?
Yes, he did. Yes.
From Darling International.
Darling International. Yes, that was before he became a secret space grifter. That was his last real job. How many years ago was that, Spooky, that he had his last real job?
It was like 2014.
Wow. So 10 years of grifting off of not having a real job, grifting off of UFO community. Nice.
We've had people approaching us like crazy.
He'll never be employed again.
No, nobody will give him a job. I just know listen, I can only speak from my own experience, but I worked at a Fortune 500 company that everybody would recognize and know. And I did some of the hiring for my department, and I had to do interviews. And one of the first things that I would do is I would go to HR and they would give me a report of what they found on social media and what they found on the internet related to the job, to the candidate that I would be interviewing. So this is normal for companies to do. They check you out first, or even in a job interview, the first thing they ask you is like, tell me what you've been doing lately. What's he going to say? I've been suing everybody. I've been copyright claiming people because they're sharing this deposition that made an ass out of me. I've been claiming I went to space and Mars and the moon and talked to aliens. Nobody's going to give him a job. I agree. Nobody will give him a job. So he's stuck in grifter mode. He's got to figure out how to make the grift work again, or he's fucked.
Our online course at acceleratingascension.com. Is doing well because of the community. So we still have a lot of support. This is just this is an actual operation to bring down David and I, or anyone who's talking about the wider secret space program or the crimes that have been committed against humanity, to keep these secrets quiet over the decades.
Yeah, grifter talking points.
The powers that be have a vested interest in having people like David Wilcock and myself.
And by the way, it wasn't the deep state that brought Corey Good down. It was his own lawsuits. It was his own stupid, moronic lawsuits against everybody that brought him down. Not the deep state, not the men in black, not any secret cabal or government organization. He did this all to himself.
Discredited. If they were to just kill us, that would make people more curious about what we had to say and our information, and conspiracy groups would go nuts.
So the government can't kill you? I love when people arrogantly say the government can't kill us.
I think you
think that?
Stated right. Once we released this interview on Third Phase of Moon, all the people that said we shouldn't have Corey on the show, they're going to be the first ones wanting to watch the show and leave some negative comments below. But that is,
I don't even think you could get a job at Home Depot or Walmart myself.
Out there,
they check
when there's
background.
Really no evidence, but one's knowledge.
There's also another thing. Think if you owned a business and you were interviewing candidates for jobs at your business, and you interviewed one candidate, and in the background check for the job, you found out that he sued 2 of his previous employers. Or let's say he got a restraining order against him from one previous employer. I don't know that he sued the Darling International or tried to. And then he sued another employer. Do you really want to hire somebody that has had terrible problems with his last 2 big employers? I don't think so. So no, I don't think you could get a job anywhere, including, a menial job, a $10 an hour job somewhere. They'll check about and on job applications, some job applications, they routinely will ask, have you ever sued an employer or been sued by one? As soon as you answer yes, you're off the candidate list. I would think, at least in my experience from the company I worked for.
Words and their experience that they're being shared to the public. And that's one of the
like a deer in headlights
reasons why people have a conflict of trusting you guys, because there's really no evidence.
Yeah, Corey couldn't remember the number of people he sued in those depositions. He was asked.
Kind of revealed that you kind of were knowing things due to the fact that you were inside the secret Space Force program.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've talked about a number of things years before they even popped up in the news. Even this, mini nova thing the sun does, all of the different.
Yeah, email me, Weisberger.
Building out.
We'll do it.
Bases inside lava tubes.
I'll come on and moderate if you want someone on the
middle. It just goes on and on and on. I was trusted enough to be handed 2 DIA reference documents that a lot of people were scratching their heads. How did Corey get his hands on this?
Pause it a second.
Total joke.
He raises a very good.
He got those from Ryan Wood. He got those from Ryan Wood, and they've been out.
Bill Wood.
Bob Wood. Yeah, but they weren't publicly promoted a lot, but people had them before him. I believe so. So it wasn't like a big deal. It's just that he had a big platform at the time.
Well, no, I remember when they came out. John Greenwald did a whole article about how these are new documents. No one knows where they came from or how Corey Good of all people came into possession of them. And then I came to the conclusion through my own research that it was Bob Wood. Yeah. Simply because he had access to the JWIX system and the. Do you know what JWIX is?
Yes, I do. Yeah. But you can explain it if you want.
Okay, so JWIX is it's like a private social network for in a classified setting kind of thing, so people can share information in a classified setting, so that you kind of have to be part of a program or have clearance to have access to it. But that's where a lot of these unclassified but not available to the public documents reside, and that's my guess as to where those documents originate from. And my guess of who gave it to Corey Good was Bob Wood, who is, he's not with us anymore, but he was the most likely candidate out of all the people in his sphere that had access to that kind of information. It would be Bob Wood.
Yeah. Well, let's continue.
Why would DC Beltway insiders give him such interesting documents to release? And I was told to release them at a certain time, and it was just weeks before TTSA and other people started coming out, and before the UFO incident that was captured by a Navy pilot was
again with the Tic Tac. Who cares?
And that was a part of this program that I disclosed through this document release. So there's plenty of evidence. I don't have pictures of aliens and all of that, which is what everyone wants, but there's plenty of corroborating evidence and testimony that bolsters my testimony.
Yeah, some other wackadoo said similar things to me, so that means it's true.
But he's saying that these papers confirm programs. They absolutely do not.
They do not confirm any programs. No.
And it went viral. Everyone wanted to hear it, and that's one of the reasons they had.
He's right about that. It did go viral.
And our narrative, because we want humanity to know all of the truth about.
Instant messenger for spooks. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
People in the military and
government. Can anyone explain to me how everyone's supposed to know the truth about aliens, but if we talk about it, we get sued?
Irresponsible to drop the
Yeah,
truth.
you're not allowed to talk about the aliens.
At our current
The first rule of the aliens is don't talk about the aliens. Just let him.
Reacted to,
it's like I posted
And
the
let
other
him
day.
collect. Let him collect all the money from talking about aliens. Nobody else is allowed to collect any money from talking about aliens, bro.
Very well, and they think
I disclosed it. My IP.
I mean, I posted it the other day. He literally said he wanted other people to have. He was told other people would have contact.
Like they would want to go after.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but now they're delusional if they're having contact with the aliens that he talked about because that's his intellectual property.
Well, isn't the blue avians trademarked by him? He said nobody can say blue avians because that's his trademark.
I think so. Yeah. I haven't kept up with the trademarks. Yeah.
Snowden had to leave this country, seek asylum in Russia. He's a wanted man. He's got the information that he released to the public that they didn't want out, but he was able to do so. Now that you're releasing all this information throughout the years, why aren't you on the run in the way that Snowden?
Because this is fake. This is fake.
Of protection.
That hesitation face then was
with
perfect.
what we're calling the alliance. The alliance.
Yeah. How come I haven't faced any consequences?
That's a big controversial.
That was the face of
whatever information come out of it. It is an operation, an alliance operation, and the alliance is a lot of people from other countries, but also the God-fearing, constitutional-loving military types that. A lot of them are retired that saw what was going on, who was running the United States and the planet, and they formed an alliance with all of these people, and they've been working since the 1960s to try to bring the downfall.
Alliance bullshit Q-tard posts.
So I'm confused. So he's saying he's meeting all these military insiders that are part of the alliance, yet when Jay brought in alleged insiders to Guy, he wouldn't talk to them.
No, because they weren't.
This is happening at the same time. This is concurrent.
And they've been unsuccessful thus far, but things have turned. Things have pivoted. The powers that be, they can't just.
Don't worry, the alliance is going to win and beat the bad guys. The Dark Alliance, Spooky.
Annoying.
This is the longest I think I've listened to him since I edited the deposition 3 years ago. I can't listen to this guy talk for very long.
Me neither. We're not going to do this.
I end up getting mad.
There's like 13. There's like 15 more minutes. I can't listen to this
right
now either.
The cabal is on the run. They are fighting
the cable.
Toenail.
The cable's on the run.
The cable's on the run. This is 5 years ago. They were on the run, but later he said that the alliance dropped the ball and the cabal won. That's what he said.
Oh no, he's only saying the cabal won because Dark Alliance came out.
Oh, okay, that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you think he's going to lose his shit when that other movie drops, Spooky?
No.
He's not going to lose his shit, you don't think?
He hasn't got any shit to lose.
Oh, you're right.
Definitely something going on, especially after what we've all gone through around the world over the past few months. There is seeming to be some kind of escalation in information that.
Look at him, man. Just look at him. This is 5 years ago, and he's gotten worse after this. He looks like, I don't know, man. He looks like a tweaker to me. I grew up on the mean streets of Philly. He looks like he's tweaking out. He can't sit still.
He's trying to get out to the people, even at the.
He's got that deer in the headlights tweaker look. I don't know.
He has nothing behind his eyes. He has no soul. It's just empty.
Well, just imagine for a moment, every day of your life, you wake up in the morning and you know you have to lie to people to survive.
And not just any people, Blake Cousins.
Oh, yeah. Why would you lie to poor Blake Cousins? He's a real UFO truther. He's a hoaxer, but,
They've been revealing the new Space Force technology in regards to the super duper missile moving 17 times faster than what we've had in our previous assets. Do you think it is coming to a pinnacle point in regards to the information trying to get out, that they're having a harder time to keep it hidden?
Well, I mean, it is coming to a pinnacle. They've had at least 5 different levels of secret space program for many decades. That's what I was a part of.
Oh, which part, though? Was that the real part, or was that the dramatic sci-fi story built on top of the real thing? I don't know, Spooky.
I've got a black belt in secret space program. So
yeah,
I'm thinking of taking up quantum jujitsu, which is like level 6, but Corbell's
no, that's Corbell's gay
What
stuff.
they're doing is they're
No, he's
releasing it
gatekeeping. He learned it from the secret space program. Let's be clear here.
Okay.
in stages, and the partial drip disclosure is the military-industrial complex taking all of their space programs, aggregating them and that technology under Space Force, that single moniker, so that they can now start disclosing these technologies and abilities. And these technologies in the beginning, we're going to start seeing like triangle craft that have...
This is 5 years ago. Did we start seeing triangle craft? Did the government release secret space technology and acknowledge any of this? Oh, no, they didn't. So I guess he was wrong about everything. Great.
Gravity canceling technology that allows them to cancel gravity, but in the beginning will only be shown the ones that have conventional propulsion, jet propulsion, to make them scoot across the magnetic field they're riding on. And then they'll start
so scientific
more and more about the infrastructure that we already have out there. We already have a massive infrastructure out there, and certain space parts of the space.
I love this secret space stuff where they say there's all these spaceships exploring the solar system, and there's these secret bases on a bunch of different planets in our solar system. And somehow every telescope on Earth doesn't see any of this shit, but we're all just supposed to believe it. And by the way, there's a lot of amateur astronomers that have incredible telescopes that could like see the surface of Mars and see the surface of the moon. Nobody sees any of this shit that Corey Good and all these secret space clowns talk about, but we're just supposed to believe it on faith. Trust me, bro. There's moon bases and Mars bases, and it's so stupid and childish.
Program only know about a certain amount of the infrastructure out there. If we have someone from the secret NASA, the NASA has its own secret group that flies around in space doing things. If they happen to see one of the next level above, military-wise, technology-wise, craft flying through their vicinity while they're in space, and they call in and say, "Hey, I've got a bogey. What the heck is this?" And they would say, "Hey,
more trust me, bro.
Ignore this. This is concept technology. You'll be flying one of these in 3 to 5 years. Keep it quiet." And then they keep it quiet. That happens within the programs. And
does this happen in the real secret space program or in the science fiction stories he built on top of the real? See, I'm confused. Which part is dramatization spooky and which part is real?
It's all bullshit.
You are correct, and I am about done. I can't listen to much more of this guy. So next up we have Darksydephil, which is really funny. That guy can start. So the most recent controversy that I think is just funny as shit is that Darksydephil. Somebody complained that he smacks his lips all the time on his stream. He smacks his lips. And he's like, no, that's just detractors making that up. I don't smack my lips on my stream ever. That's just detractor stuff. I do not smack my lips on stream, right? He said this. He does not do that. And so somebody made this, which is just, to me, is one of the funniest things about his whole Christmas thing.
Oh, yeah, it's special. I honestly hate when people do this in public. So.
Good stuff, right?
Listen to that. Why is he smacking his lips so much?
Because he's aged 20 years, that's why.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Right?
Good stuff, right? Oh, man.
I just noticed Archaic Revival doing our usual sign off to each other, and what I've always wanted to do this when he does this. So I actually have the book of the Archaic Revival by Terence McKenna.
Okay. Let's see that.
So I just wanted. So there's someone in the chat who's a longtime show supporter called Archaic Revival, and we always greet each other. And he says "Spooky DiGiorno," and I say "Archaic Reboot" or some joke. But I just remembered I have a copy of the Archaic Revival, so I just wanted to say, "Hey, I see you. I see you."
All right. There we go. All right, and now we have Caney Death Squad with one for the goal. Says it's like a typewriter. It does sound like a typewriter. Ping!
Ping! That does sound like a typewriter.
Yes. Can you pick up UHF on those antennas? Not that I know of. So we're going to go to... There's a lot of stuff that happened with Darksydephil. But I think the breakfast that he had was pretty ridiculous.
This is like the main event of like DSP in terms of news.
This is the main event of news of DSP. Darksydephil, his wife made him a very special Christmas breakfast, right? Oh man, now I didn't retweet that. I'm not going to be able to. I'll find it. DSP breakfast.
I just remembered we're on YouTube and not Kick, so I withheld a joke.
We're on both. We're on both.
Oh, yeah. I know, but I don't want to get us in trouble on YouTube.
Oh, you're right. You're right. All right. So this is Darksydephil's incredible Christmas breakfast. He's so successful that he's got burnt sausage. I don't know what's going on with those eggs. And he's got instant toaster.
Legos, Eggos.
Are those on paper Christmas plates?
They also look like plates I get at the store.
He's got festive Christmas paper plates. And I don't know. I just want to say, like, you're supposed to have a wife, right? Like, buy a fucking waffle maker, dude. Like, you know how easy it is to make fresh waffles? It's not hard. It's not hard.
Doesn't even look like real eggs.
Mix, but I make the mix and put the eggs and whatever, the butter, whatever, and the shit and the vanilla. And then we have a waffle iron and we make fresh waffles. My kids love them. But this shit is like, dude, this is pretty low energy, I think. This is like...
Doesn't even look like real eggs. It looks like the egg beaters, the ones you get out of a carton.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like real eggs. It looks like those egg beaters. You're right, because it's just too uniformly consistent or something. There's something not right there. But
like egg powder you get in hotels in the mornings.
Well, anyway, this was Darksydephil's big Christmas breakfast that he's like bragging about this. Like, dude, you're eating trash from fucking Costco on paper plates, you asshole. That's what this is. It's trash from Costco on paper plates. I don't know. DST, and the next video we have is Darksydephil talks about his lonely, sad Christmas of frozen Eggo waffles and paper plates. Oh man, he's not having a good time. He's not having a good time. Oh wait, I have to share that. 1 second. I'm going to share this tab instead. So here's Phil talking about his sad, lonely Christmas, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure that he streamed on Christmas Eve and on Christmas.
I think so, yeah.
And that's sad to me. Like, don't you gotta fuck it? He's always like, I have a family. You have a cat and a wife. You don't have a family.
Wait, isn't his wife called Cat?
Yeah, Cat, Catherine.
His wife's called Cat, but he has a cat, Jasper.
Yeah.
And that's what he says. That's his family. Caney Death Squad, this is either divorced dad meal or the wife that hates you meal. We know he can't cook. Get your wife a fucking waffle iron, dude. Get a fucking... They're only like $20 on Amazon.
Hey, we're at 12 out of 50 super chats. We can do better. We can hit 20 at least in the next 10 minutes, I believe. Let's do this.
I'm running out of Christmas candy to eat. This is not good. Wait, no, I got more. I can't see in here, so I don't even know what I eat until I put it in my mouth. One was dark chocolate, and I like dark chocolate, but not too much, you know? It's like... No, this is a crackle.
I prefer milk chocolate.
Yeah, I prefer milk chocolate too. We've got 2B Flair joining us. At least I thought we were going to, but she's still adjusting her setup or something. It's black.
He had turkey skin and mashed potatoes as like part of his Christmas meal, and like there's like no gravy on it. I'm like, that stuff is like hard to eat without gravy.
Oh, and thank you, Caney Death Squad, with one for the goal. Thank you. I didn't know if I hit the button there. Thanks to all the great support tonight. So let's hear Darksydephil talk about his sad, lonely Christmas, where he streamed to a bunch of retards on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And listen, I'm not just talking about like he jumped on for an hour. These were like 4 or 5 hour streams, I think.
Yeah.
And it just makes me like sad for him. Like, what does his wife do while he's streaming for 4 or 5 hours?
She plays Skyrim.
She plays Skyrim?
That's like the joke. Like, Kat plays video games and she plays Skyrim. Like, that's like the joke of like the tractors, like a meme of sorts.
I played Skyrim for years. I think I've seen every inch of Skyrim. I haven't seen the remaster yet. I haven't played it yet. It's on my list of things to do, but then I'm afraid I'm going to get sucked in there for 2 years again. So
apparently, To Be Fair is ready. Yay!
I was going to try and send you another super chat, but I'm doing this on my phone, so if I switch screens, I think you'll lose me.
No worries. No worries. Well, To Be Fair's screen is black, so let me remove until To Be Fair is ready. Was that rain? What is going on?
Yeah, where is the audio coming from?
To Be Fair is ready now.
But
there we go.
Hey guys, I had to get this.
To Be Fair.
Guys, I wanted to get in on this.
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah, how was your holidays? What the fuck is going on now? Oh, I don't know.
It's not To Be Fair.
Okay.
No, I can't.
I don't know.
The CIA is censoring this broadcast.
Scooter the Pooter resubscribed on Kick and has been a subscriber for 4 months. Yeah. Thank you for that, Scooter the Pooter. And thanks for the re-upping the subscription. What's going on, 2B Flair?
Grinding down some metal.
Right.
Metal.
And what is it? You're learning how to weld, right?
Yeah, multi-processes. So, yeah.
Didn't you tell me that you were learning how to do that because you're worried about AI taking your job?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, you know the fucking robots are going to take the welding jobs next, bitch. This is not a good plan, bitch.
Yeah, still program them and get all the underwater. So, not yet. Not yet.
Well,
not yet.
You know what's funny is I worked at Drexel Robotics Lab, dude, and like I know a lot about robots. And one thing I can tell you is that all the people with the humanoid robots are over-promising world right now. Like, you know, they're like Elon Musk is like, oh, you can have this Optimus robot and it'll babysit your kids and it'll make your dinner and it'll do your dishes. Like, show me that robot doing any of that shit right now. They can't. They can't. And when you see those demos of it like mixing drinks behind a bar, that's a human operator. There's a human operator doing that. Like basically it's a very expensive remote control toy. So they're over-promising that these robots are going to be able to take everybody's jobs in the next year or two. I think 10 years, maybe more, before the robots can do any of the shit that they're promising they're going to do right now.
It's right on track for, you remember iRobot, the movie?
Yeah.
We're kind of on track for that 2030, 2035, like robot uprising.
Well, let's get started on the Darksydephil sad Christmas.
We signed off and adjourned saying, you know, happy holidays to everyone. I went downstairs to spend time with my wife, and the first thing we did
in between 4 hour screens. Yeah.
The dilemma is this. Up to this year, basically every single year we would order Chinese food on Christmas Eve. It was kind of a tradition. Why? Well, number one, Asian restaurants are open for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, because they don't celebrate Christmas, typically in Asia.
Oh, thanks for letting us know Chinese people
we
are.
just had this tradition based on the
Chinese
Christmas
Christians,
story of
though.
ordering Chinese food on or around Christmas. So the problem was the Chinese place that we had used previously, which we really, really liked. We had it a few months
I'm
ago,
aware
and
of
it was
some of that
terrible.
stuff.
We think that it has new ownership now, or maybe the person who was the cook retired because the food was awful. And we're like, well, we're not going to go there anymore. What we want to do. So I just couldn't decide, and then finally we're like, let's just do something completely random rather than sit here all night. And So we started actually looking through like the order history, and I said,
it's probably a big order
let's
history.
do something we've already done. And she says, well, what about that place that you tried? And you said you absolutely loved it, but I didn't get it that time.
Oh, and I gotta stop it there.
Ordered from of all places.
I gotta stop it there. Anybody who's married, if you order food, even if your wife is not home, when you order something for your wife too, it just strikes me as incredibly selfish. Like, I kind of think, like, let's say my wife went out for all day and all night with the kids or something, and I just ordered a pizza for me, and I ate the whole pizza because I could do it. My wife would be pissed when she came back.
That would be
Like,
proper.
She'd probably kick your ass, probably.
I just, even if I'm not home, like if my wife stops somewhere and I'm not home, she'll still get me food, and then I eat it whenever I get home. Like, the fact that he has ordered food without his wife or getting his wife anything, it sounds so icky to me as a husband. It's selfish, right? Like, fuck that bitch. She can eat whatever. I'm just ordering for me.
He's a narcissist, so it's pretty on par.
I had a family member once who went on a carnivore diet or something, and I was at my mother-in-law's house, and he ordered food. He ordered, like, I don't know, some kind of grilled chicken, just grilled chicken, like an 18-piece grilled chicken meal, or not an 18-piece, like a 6-piece grilled chicken meal. And it was just grilled chicken, and he didn't eat the sides. His wife and children were there. He ordered nothing for them. He didn't even ask them if they wanted any food because he was ordering. And he blamed his special diet. You know, like, well, I gotta eat meat, and there's not enough. There's plenty of meat at my mother-in-law's house. I don't know.
Which is the local place that does burgers, wraps, sandwiches, shakes, fries, and sides.
You know, Kino busts this guy's balls because he's so low energy and so unpassionate.
Yeah.
But I have to say, this guy loves fast food. When he talks about food, he gets excited and animated. Like, listen, this food was so good. This fast food, burgers and wraps.
Places with shake and go.
Like, he doesn't have time to follow news, but he has time to
wraps,
do this.
sandwiches, shakes, fries, and sides and stuff like that. But they're a local place. They are not some kind of a giant national chain. I ended up getting a nice big Texas burger
with
a side of onion rings. My wife got a veggie burger with a side of sweet potato fries, and it was absolutely amazing. Like, the food was great.
His wife's eating veggie burgers on purpose. Those things are fucking terrible.
Yeah, they are.
Great. She was blown away because she's only had a veggie burger a couple times, and she was curious, would it be good? And she loved it. She absolutely loved this veggie burger.
Look how excited he is about this fucking fast food, right? This is the only time he's ever excited or, like, cares about what he's talking about. Otherwise, it's just, like, sad and bitter and angry.
So that was our Christmas Eve food. And then that night, we sat down and relaxed and watched a few Christmas movies. First, we watched Jingle All the Way.
And by the way, I don't think he actually does spend time with his wife from observing him. I think he tells the dents that this so that he can back off the detractors. Like, see, I'm taking a walk with my wife in between streams. See, I'm hanging out with my wife and watching movies in between streams. I think that he just makes this shit up so that he seems like so he can felt the detractors.
Which is a great movie because, man, is that a throwback to the 1990s way of life. Everything you watch that movie, you can see, oh, this is how it was in the 90s. And of course, it's very ridiculous, over the top humor with Arnold Schwarzenegger and really bad
positive, meaningful content,
like green screen effects. I think there was still a blue screen back then. It's just ludicrous, but it's funny. It's a funny movie to watch to see how ridiculous it is.
Yeah. So he streamed on New Year's Eve and Christmas Day shit like this. Like, dude, it's fucking Christmas. Turn off the internet, you fucking retard, and go hang out with your wife, you fucking moron. What's so important here? I gotta go tell everybody that we got Steak and Shake and my wife really liked it. Like, turn off your fucking modem, bro. Turn off the router. Well, I guess you can't if you're watching a movie anymore, but you know, at least get out of your little fucking snort fort office here and go do something meaningful with your life.
And then we watched A Christmas Story. Again, my dad's favorite Christmas movie. I love it, watching it every year. We watched it together, and it was a great time, and that was our Christmas Eve.
You know, I usually watch that movie every year. I haven't this year. I got to watch it with my son. I do every year. I love that movie.
No.
Rah, 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 rah.
You should try out, kid.
Yeah.
So then, on Christmas Day, we had a lot planned. Okay, multiple meals that we were cooking together, but other things that we wanted to do because I had the day off.
See, isn't this all like? See, guys, I'm spending all this quality time with my wife. Like,
essentially, didn't have to work, and so we decided to get started early in the morning, and we started cooking our breakfast. Okay, breakfast is nothing crazy special. It's just that you have to.
I used to work with a guy, and he sat next to me, so I couldn't help but like just be barraged by his stories constantly. But he would always tell me about like sex stories with his wife, right? You know, like, oh, last night I bent her over this, fucking, you know, and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, like, okay, you know, that's one time I told him, I'm like, you know, some things should stay between you and your wife. And he just looked at me like he did. And then the other thing is like, coming and bragging that you banged your wife is so stupid. It's like, wait a minute, like, she's supposed to bang you. Like, this is not impressive that she did that, you know? It's so stupid. I don't know, but listen to him tell wife stories reminded me of that.
We don't usually cook breakfast. Typically, for me, my breakfast is a microwave, you know, egg whites and turkey sausage sandwich with black coffee.
I thought he was eating healthy.
Microwaved egg whites, we called it.
Microwaved egg whites, yeah.
But for Christmas, we wanted to do something better. So we actually cooked like a bigger meal. My wife cooked.
Yeah, but it was still frozen shit out of Costco boxes. So who cares, right? Like
a big thing of scrambled.
That for sure was frozen stuff. That Jimmy Dean shit in the box, you know, little links that come in a box. That for sure was frozen sausage. That for sure was frozen waffles that just go in the toaster. This is not cooking a big meal. If you ask me, I don't know.
Scrambled eggs. Like I think she made a whole dozen scrambled eggs, and she added milk and she added seasonings and stuff.
Oh no, she's saying it didn't come from a Beater's jug. It was real eggs. All right.
We also had some turkey sausage with it, sausage links, and some waffles. Now, no, we didn't.
Who eats turkey sausage on purpose? I think that's for poor people that can't afford real sausage. That's where I think. Yeah. At least growing up, my mom would sometimes get turkey ground meat, and we'd be like, me and my brother would be like, what the fuck did she do to this spaghetti? It tastes weird. And we'd realize she used turkey ground meat. That's turkey, processed turkey shit, like turkey bacon, turkey sausage, turkey ground meat. They even sell turkey pre-seasoned taco meat now. That's for poor people. You're supposed to be successful, Darksydephil. You're not successful if you're eating turkey shit on purpose.
Make homemade waffles. It would have been too messy.
Next DSP tries it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I want to remember what it's like to eat delicious pork sausage, but that's, you know, $4, and this turkey sausage is $2. So turkey sausage it is.
So I ended up getting instant waffles. Okay, so first of all, I like to show you what it looked like.
Oh yeah,
but then I want to tell you about a little bit of disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Although, all right, maybe not huge disappointment.
He's got to show us the Christmas breakfast feast.
So this was our Christmas morning breakfast.
Yeah, that's
as you can see, on holiday themed plate.
And 3 whole sausage links, and they're little, right? Those are little, like the little shitters. Like that's not like big, burly. Like that was your breakfast, and you're so successful. And they're turkey sausage on top of it, and your fucking waffles are frozen. You can't even make waffles, dude.
Scrambled eggs on the right with turkey sausage links, and on the left are instant waffles.
I like how he's got to tell them, this is waffles. This is eggs, guys, and the sausage, too.
They don't exactly look like the most appealing instant waffles, do they?
No. No. They look like somebody stepped on them.
So what's funny is when I grew up, when I was a kid, Lego waffles were like the biggest thing. Or excuse me, Eggo waffles. Lego my Eggo was the catchphrase, right? And I remember, they're rounder waffles, and you put them in the toaster, and they had different flavors and stuff. So we wanted something different. I got cinnamon and brown sugar thick cut waffles. Like these are like double thick compared to regular waffles.
This is newsflash, dude. I had these frozen waffles I bought. I gotta go tell the world about the frozen waffles I had on Christmas morning. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This is not a show. This is like a real life. What's that? Truman. Just look at, right?
Yeah, I've seen that movie a while back. Yeah.
Like, let me give you a window into my wonderful life. My wife made me fucking frozen waffles and some scrambled eggs. Like, congratulations, dude. Like, okay. And now you got to talk about the waffles.
I put them in the toaster.
Yes.
That's how they came out. You see how they're deformed?
It looks like somebody
I'd like to know what exactly did I do that was wrong.
He's so retarded he can't figure out how to cook waffles in a fucking toaster. Yo, I would love to see him trying to make waffles from scratch with a waffle iron. That shit would be comedy gold. If he can't even handle fucking toaster waffles, holy.
The waffles were toasted on the outside and crispy. They were soft on the inside, like you would expect. But look how they deformed in the toaster. Is this just how they make them now? Are they so poor quality, made of low quality ingredients, they don't even retain their shape in the toaster? They just like disintegrate and deform? I don't know. I literally have.
Only Darksydephil would cry and complain because he spent $2 on frozen waffles and they didn't turn out quite the way he wanted them. You know?
Yeah.
It's a fucking $2 box of frozen waffles. You fucking cheap. Fucking stop crying.
I had Eggo waffles in probably 15 years, maybe 20. So I don't know what they're like anymore. But this is the first time having them in a long time.
He can't fit them in the toaster.
In the toaster and went flat.
Cinnamon and sugar. Slow down there, buddy.
Anyway, it tasted good. Like the actual flavor of these like cinnamon and brown sugar waffles or whatever it was, they actually tasted great. And the eggs, the fried eggs were great. And the sausage links were sausage links. They weren't spectacular, but they weren't bad. They were already, pre-cooked. You just toss them and you warm them up. So this was our Christmas breakfast. And I made a deal with my wife, all right? Because she said,
yeah, look at this.
My concern is it's Christmas Day. We have all this stuff we need to do. I don't want to be just like doing all work all day. It's Christmas Day. And I said, all right, so here's what we'll do. We're going to do all this together, but I'll do all the cleaning. If you got to cook, like if you got to cook the scrambled eggs, you cook the scrambled eggs.
Who believes he actually did the dishes after this? Who believes this?
I'll wash all the dishes and do all the cleaning after the fact.
He ate on paper plates.
He ate on paper plates. Yeah, where's the dishes? No, he explains. Don't worry, he'll explain.
The deal that we made.
And he even mentions the paper plates were great because I didn't have to wash the plates.
Made with each other. So I cleaned, the frying pan. Well, actually, it was a big, like a more of a stir fry wok that she made the eggs in, and I cleaned all the utensils and everything after the meal. Luckily, I didn't have to clean plates because, as you can see, we had holiday paper plates themed for the day.
I'm surprised they didn't use plastic forks and knives.
So yeah. When he's saying he's doing dishes, what exactly is he cleaning?
He's cleaning a pan. That's what he's cleaning. A pan.
Oh.
He cleaned a pan. Like, come on, guys, give me points for what
he needed to go. He needed to go live on Twitch or whatever to tell people that.
Yeah, Kick and YouTube. Yeah, he had to tell people that he washed a fucking frying pan for his wife for Christmas.
I'm in the wrong career. I could tell people about the mundane shit I do every day.
Yeah,
well, that's just it. He's so boring, and he just babbles about nonsensical shit that nobody cares about, and he doesn't realize nobody cares about this. That's why he's got so many detractors, because it's funny. Like, this guy thinks that everything's so important that happens in his life that he's got to go live on Christmas Eve and then live on Christmas Day to tell everybody about what a great Christmas is. Just go have a good Christmas, dude, and come back and tell them later.
Guess what we did? Well, we relaxed a little bit, and I played with Jasper Kitty. We had some of his favorite toys.
Now he's got to tell you about the cat toy.
Example, he has this toy that he loves. It almost looks like a fishing pole, but it's a little, plastic pole with a string, and on the end of the string, there's streamers and feathers. He absolutely loves this toy. It's one of his favorites.
Oh, great!
So for a while, I played with that with him, and he got all tired out, which was funny. And basically, then we needed to do some house cleaning. Okay, and you might say, "What the hell are you talking about? House cleaning on Christmas?" Well, yeah, Like my wife usually would do it all by herself. Okay, and there's an opportunity now. I'm home.
I don't know if this is a dig at his wife or what. Like, I had to clean on Christmas Eve, but it's okay because we had fun because we love each other. It's so
and I can help her with the house cleaning, so she's not doing it by herself. And I'm of the impression, and a lot of people might disagree with this, when you're doing something with someone you love, it's just a lot more fun and meaningful than doing it by yourself, even if it's something you don't like. So, for example, house cleaning is typically something that you wouldn't enjoy. But if you do it with someone that you love, it at least feels like something better. Same thing, grocery shopping, shit like that. Doing it by yourself is boring. It feels like a tedious task. But if you share the responsibility, you do it.
I only grocery shop with my wife because we love each other so much. I never grocery shop
with someone you care about.
I get yelled at. I get yelled at if I grocery shop because I shop like a man. You know, I just buy whatever. I don't look at the fucking prices. Like, it is what it is, dude. I'm in and out in 5 minutes. You know? I know I do some stupid shit sometimes, though. Like, I pay way too much for something.
It feels different. So we ended up doing a bunch of house cleaning for like another hour and a half.
Wow, this is just riveting content. Riveting.
Yeah. It wasn't that much, but at the same time, it was at least, you know, we wanted to get it done so that way we could have the rest of our day to ourselves. So we did house cleaning for like an hour and a half. Clean floors, all kinds of stuff. And then when that was done, my wife was like, well, now I want to take a shower and I want to get ready for the rest of our Christmas day. And I said, okay, do that. And I said, but I got nothing to do.
So I'm going to go scream.
Doing that.
While you're getting a shower. Dude, how long does it take to get a shower? 20 minutes? That doesn't mean you do a 4-hour stream while your wife is taking a shower, bro. Holy.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to head into the office and I have some new equipment that I got that I haven't had a single chance to really mess with or test yet.
Yeah, he's got to show everybody his new equipment for the 3rd time.
And I'd like to do that. Like, all right, fine. As long, you know, you're not doing it when we're together. Go for it. You're not doing anything else. You're waiting for me. So that's what I did. Okay. By the way, shout out to Mozzie, who was our first contribution post-Christmas. A $2 super chat. Never leave for so long again. Joking. Lol. Welcome back. Well, thank you to
I think this stream is from today.
Mozzie for our very first contribution since Christmas. I appreciate that very much. I hope that you had a great Christmas.
All this to get a $2 super chat. All this shit that we've listened to for him to get $2.
Can't wait to hear about all of your Christmases. I'm sure you're all going to tell me.
Riveting content. I'm surprised he got $2 for this fucking rambling mess of nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's paying him
so
money
much,
to shut up.
It's good to have you back. And let's see here.
Just put the gameplay in the bag, dude. Just put the gameplay in the bag.
All right. I received a $20 tip. This is
Man, he got $22 for this 15 minutes of dribble. You're kidding me.
Our first post-Christmas tip. Let's get this up on the leaderboard. Hold on.
The loser board. All right, so that's Darksydephil's Sad Lonely Christmas. I think that's something, you know? And one of the things that's pretty funny is that people have been, this is what I think AI is for, right? Making funny stuff. I think one of the best uses of AI will be for comedic parodies, because people who don't have actors or, you know, like before AI to do this kind of comedic parody, which we're going to show you some of this AI Darksydephil stuff, you would need like an actor to play the part of Darksydephil. You would need cameras, editing, you know, maybe an impersonator that would know how to do his voice and a character actor. And AI has fixed that. Now you just need good prompting skills, and you can make, this is some of the funniest shit that I've seen of Darksydephil. Because it hits all the lore points. I don't know how much of this we're going to watch, but it comes from Ludwig von Order, right? On YouTube, go and subscribe. This is Darksydephil versus Sora. And I don't know, this, maybe it made me laugh way too much. The fact that I get all these references now is kind of sad to me. Like, but okay, here we go.
Now, I've been told the detractors have put me on Sora. That's 100% fine. I give everyone permission to use my likeness to generate videos. Pig Roach out. Now I have the Chaos Emeralds, and nobody is ever going to make fun of me beating my shit on stream.
I'm gay!
There's got to be a universe where I figured this out. Let's find that guy.
Guys, come on. We're at 0 out of 100. I can't keep doing this.
I need more tips. The goal's going to fail again. Tips are basically non-existent. There's got to be a version of me out there who actually figured this out. Let's see. Universe 1651. Zoom in. Wait, that's me in a wrestling ring? Why would I even? Oh, no. He's in a headlock by some blonde dude with a handlebar mustache. Like, come on. Show me the smartest Phil in the whole multiverse.
Counterpart. I am Phil 712.
Next. Hey, you look like you know what you're doing. You the smartest version of me or what? Come on. Show me the big brain DS. Not you. Happy Thanksgiving. It's American Thanksgiving. Today we're doing a chill stream. Hope you're all having some great food and family time. Fun fact, my family goes way back. Supposedly one of my ancestors actually helped colonize America. Yeah, he was a Spanish conquistador. Teddy, the current.
This is what AI is for.
Turn! Ah! Great.
Suffer AI, Darksydephil. Suffer.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Ran the whole ship right onto the beach. Sails are toast. Mast is gone. And nobody's helping me out here. This right here, this is how you don't colonize.
This is how you.
So I'm out here on this beach. There's literally nobody. I don't know how I'm supposed to get a delivery way out here. Look at this. It says no driver. Fantastic. I'm pushing buttons over here and nothing's happening. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm a conquistador, not a chef. I'm stuck on some random beach and this app is telling me they can't even find me. How am I supposed to eat? Day, another trek across this ridiculous shore. I'm sweating under 30 pounds of metal. And for what? No one around to pitch in. Look at that ship out there. They haul all the treasure home while I'm out here doing the legwork for free. Hey, friend, maybe spare a few coins for the expedition? New world, new wallets. There's got to be someone on this beach willing to chip into the cause of the crown, and mainly me. Hark, good sir. The expedition's coffers run dry. A humble tribute keeps the mission going. Human swamp. Still no gold. That's useless. Whoa, hey, I'm friendly. Spears? Why are they aggroed? I didn't even do anything. Exploring the new world again, trying to find some treasure or something. It's so humid. I'm sweating through this armor. Uh-oh, what is that? Are they hostile? Come on, I'm pushing buttons over here. Stop. It's not fair. What the map says the treasure's around here somewhere, but this thing's upside down or something. Kucha! Taniwa! Kuchle! Whoa, not friendly. I'm pushing buttons over here. This armor wasn't built for cardio, man. Bitch, come on! Just exploring. Maybe there's treasure out here. What was that? Oh, come on! Guys, I'm not hostile. I'm just looking around. Ow, hey, I'm pushing buttons over here. Let go. This is ridiculous. How is this my fault? I didn't do anything. All right, wow, that looked weird. So anyways, he broke free and got away somehow. And then later on, he met up with all the pilgrims over on Plymouth Rock or whatever. Crossed the ocean and it wiped me out. The whole move cost me everything I had. I'm standing here at Plymouth Rock with an empty pouch and no dinner lined up. If anyone out there could spare some corn, a few coins, I'd really appreciate it.
Phil, thou wert charged to draw water at sun's rise, yet still thou didst lie abed.
Aye, sloth cleaveth to thee like birds to a cloak. Whilst we toil, thou sup and snore.
Look, I was up late, okay?
Thou idle slug, fields lie untilled whilst thou sittest like a stone.
I'm just resting, okay? The plow controls are kind of janky.
Whilst we till the soil, thou loungest as a swine in the shade.
Dude, I'm tired, okay? I did stuff
Did
yesterday.
you finish washing the blankets? We're giving them to our new neighbors tonight.
Yeah, totally. Scrub them first thing this morning. They're nice and clean.
Wonderful. We'll pick them up when they're dry.
Sounds good. No problem. Still filthy. Hope nobody checks.
These dirty blankets
they're all set,
cause
fresh
cholera
and
outbreak.
They don't exactly look good.
Sick from the fire. Totally fine. Smell that. Nice and clean. Here, take this one. Soft, warm.
They look a bit worn. Are they clean?
Oh, yeah, totally clean. Fresh as a new day. I washed them myself. Here you go. Soft, warm, absolutely clean blankets. You'll love them. And that's how I got fired from the helicopter company. Is that what I was talking about? Oh, well, whatever. You know what? Happy American Thanksgiving!
American Thanksgiving.
Go 1 foot in front of the other. Lift the leg. Why is it stuck? Come on, step up on the rock. No, don't leave. Whoa, I'm falling. Ugh. Ha! Act. This is insane. Get up. I'm pressing the button. He won't stand. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm back at the bottom. It's a job application. I'm not qualified for this. I need those tips, chat. I need the money. I really do. Stop rejecting me. Got it. Hired. Wait, that's not pay though. Payday. Chat. Enough of this game. I'm gonna prove my big brain by taking an IQ test live. This should be easy for me. I'm a genius. Which shape comes next? These all look the same. We'll guess B. What? 42? This is broken. They want me to pay for the real score. I need that money. Guys, please support
IQ is 42.
We take tips from the detractors who have kept you down, and we give it back to you.
Yeah,
The wheelchairs! Second, it's raining out there. You know what that means. Time for the rainy day fund. This is literally why you keep one, right? It's raining, so you spend it. Jackpot. I'm ordering dinner right now. Totally worth it. Yeah, so the jar.
All right, so, last minute Lacey is here. Says, what's a lolcow? What is this? This is Darksydephil, and these are AI videos making fun of him. He's basically known as being somebody that everybody makes fun of for being one of the biggest begging people on the internet, an e-beggar. And there's all kinds of controversy about him. Like he once masturbated on stream, but you only saw him from the waist up, so it wasn't like that bad, I guess, but it was bad enough. And a lolcow is, what would you say the definition is, panel?
It's basically someone that has all eyes on you all the time, and like their antics are like well known.
A person whose eccentric, foolish, or problematic behavior is persistently mocked online for the amusement of others. Yeah, it's just somebody that's kind of weird and pathetic that people latch onto, and whole communities.
There's also someone that's like triggered easily. So like Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie's a really good example of someone that's just like, it's funny to laugh at him because it's so easy to set him off.
It definitely is. Let's see some more of this.
Car's empty and the sun's back out. If you're enjoying this, Chris Benjamin, $100 drop right here. We're winning tonight, big time. Whoa! What the? It's on fire! It's on fire! No! Oh my God! My money! It just burned up! What? My tip goal just went backwards? Are you kidding me? Another chargeback? No! This can't be happening right now, guys. I need help. Okay, I'm losing money on this stream. I literally can't pay my bills if this keeps up. Hold on, I gotta make a call. Hey, big guy, it's me.
He's calling
I
whales.
need the support or the trolls will win. Ding, 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 ding. All right, listen up, dent heads. What is going on tonight? I'm in here grinding, putting in the work, and you guys are just sitting back coasting. This isn't enough. Look at the tips bar, it's crawling.
I'm broke because of you.
Huh?
My dad gave you so much money that we have generational debt. My grandkids are going to be in debt because of you.
Whoa, hold on. You're a baby. What are you even talking about?
Oh, this is so good.
This is unreal, man.
Pay it back.
Oh, look at that sign. This is real. This is Phil land. They built the whole place about me. They even got the pig roach here. He's royalty, apparently. Ack. And over there, that's the gout coaster, shaped like a foot. I don't know if I want to ride. That looks painful. Check this out. Tip jar burger with my own face on the bun. I need that money to buy it. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm literally a cosmic level threat devouring this planet, and we are at 0 tips. I need that money. I really do. It costs a lot of energy to convert oceans into stomach acid. People keep blaming me for the extinction event. It's not my fault. The devs made me this. It was not. You had him? No, you little balloon. You stole it. I'm sick of these dick hurt tryhard rats ruining the whole experience for everyone. I had that stock. I had it. Breathe breath. Can I get up there? I'm hitting jump. Dude, this is stupid. Look, it's not working. I'm pressing it in the corner. Nothing. This game is busted. What do they expect me to do? Walk through the wall? Come on. Hey, what is that noise? My chair's shaking. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah! The jetpack. Sir Snorkout does not fly. Stop. I'm going through the ceiling. I need that money. I need the help. I can't keep doing this without it. I'm out here grinding every day, and it's like no one cares. Still nothing coming in. Unbelievable. Whoa, getting breezy out here. Uh-oh, what the? What? Get my tips. What?
My tips. Here he is after a gin bender. What the fuck?
No one cares.
Some snot bubbles.
Final round. Let's lock in. Big combo. Yes, keep it going. Let's go. I'm pushing buttons over here. And that's it. He is your EVO 2025 Street Fighter 2 champion. This is how you do it. Champion status, baby. Snorkout has arrived. Everybody chip in or be doomed. This ugly lizard's about to learn why Sir Snorkout needs that money. Donation barrage. Ow. Yo, Sir Snorkout, an apology and $5. Ow. Whoa. Jasper, what are you doing? Stop chewing my face. I taste like bacon to you? Come on, man. It's 3 in the morning.
Go back.
I'm on. Let me in. Fucking stupid bug door mechanics. I'm here for those tips you owe me. Remember, contributions.
I could totally see Darksydephil finding out where some of his whales live and knocking on their doors and yelling at them because the streams have been slow, right?
Are mandatory. We got to hit that goal. So
Would you care to contribute to the offering?
No, I'm good. Look, I can't spare a dime right now. Bills are piling up. Tips are slow. It's not my fault. What? You all act like I'm some villain because I won't give. I already.
Soviets just put a dog in orbit. Public relations says Americans won't stand for us strapping a mutt to a rocket. It's inhumane. If we need a subject, we use primates.
We are not launching a dog, period. But listen, guys, before we even think about a countdown, I really need some support tonight. All right, this suit isn't free and neither is the mission. If you're enjoying the preparation stream, please consider tipping. It helps a ton. Look at this. They're tightening the glove. It's cutting off circulation. How's it looking in that capsule?
Cramped and itchy, suit's riding up on me, and there's still no tips coming in.
We got a bit of a situation here. I'm orbiting the planet in a tin can the size of a phone booth, and I'm looking at my readouts and no tips, nada. I can't keep doing these missions with no support.
Administrator will now take questions. Administrator, could you give us an update on when Darksydephil is expected to return to Earth?
He's not.
Return to Earth? Next question. Now it's starting to cook in here. Who designed this cooling system? I'm sweating through the suit, man. It's not my fault. Somebody else messed this up. And of course, tips have been terrible today. I'm orbiting the entire planet, bringing you this view, and contributions are like non-existent. I need support. Please, anything helps.
At Cape Canaveral, spectators gather to witness another chapter in humanity's reach for the stars.
Look, Mommy!
They say every time a lolcow burns up in space, an angel beats off on stream.
High-class entree, a classic frozen turkey dinner. Let's get this gourmet feast going. Pop it in the microwave, 4.5 minutes, easy. While it hums, we open up some premium sides, nice big bag of chips, and of course, legendary onion dip. Careful, honey. It's slippery.
Oh, that's his wife. Oh, no.
She'll be fine, right? King Snake Kino Casino. Detective Brunel, I'm sorry for your loss. Rough night.
Thank you.
Look, I checked your husband's wallet, bone dry. Not a single bill in there. Just a punch card for a latte place that doesn't even exist anymore. Phones, all of them got pins now. Locked up. Afternoon, folks.
We lasting vote.
I want you to give me money.
What for?
So I could spend it however I want. See? It's a good deal for you. Me, the king of the snack castle, and I've got something way better than a headshot. Tyrone's chocolate balls. Big milk chocolate shells stuffed to the brim with smooth white chocolate cream. One bite and you're hooked. Look at that center, melts like a dream. And believe me, my wife is obsessed with it. Oh, streamer pizza pockets.
I think his wife is obsessed with chocolate
5 minutes,
balls.
that's it. Oh, man, these are going to be awesome. Ow, hot in my mouth. New streamer pizza pocket. Real melty cheese.
This is what AI is
found the
for.
secret to confidence, you guys. All you have to do is pretend that everything you do is correct and that you do nothing wrong. The only downside is now I don't have any friends. Oh, well. Someone gets mad at me for adopting a 17-year-old panda lead. What can I say? I was just inspired by Howard Stern. Okay. Franklin Love sinking into a moist, perfectly aged hot panda leaf pocket. 17 years in the making, baby. Look at that.
Panda leaf
So
pocket?
rich. And now it's
Oh,
on the side of artisan
no.
soap. There's nothing like it.
Panda Lee's 17 years.
All right, let's take a quick grooming
Panda
break,
Lee's
chat. Mom's here to fix
17-year-old
my
hot
hair.
pocket.
Still,
Oh,
Phil, you
no.
never run a comb through this. These Virginia Slims are the only break I get.
It's not my fault. It's the humidity, the lighting. I'm streaming
is
all day. I
dumb.
don't have time.
You blame everything except yourself.
Exactly. It's bad RNG, okay?
For those unaware, Darksydephil said on a public live stream that his mom brushed his hair until he was in high school.
Yeah.
Holy man.
Tips are appreciated for the hair maintenance. Jeff, already a huge fan of Panda Lee's 16-year aged Hot Pocket. But this 17-year masterwork, look at that crust. It hits different.
Oh,
that extra year in
man.
the vault turns the cheese into a
That's-
flavor wallop. And the
That's
season
foul. Aged 17-year-old Hot Pocket. Oh, no.
Hey, I need a haircut, but do me a favor. Just totally mess all of
Had a bald spot.
it up.
You want it messed up, like intentionally?
Yeah, sides gone, top all wild. Make it look like a total disaster.
All right, you're the boss.
Oh, that's gout. I'm Darksydephil, self-proclaimed king of the gout, and I've got the answer, or at least a way to talk about it. Introducing Gout Be Gone, the first ointment powered entirely by tips and donations. Just scoop a dab, smear it on the old hook, and press your generous contributions right on top. Feel that? Oh, not again. Why is this happening?
Oh, dude,
Giant
he's
coffee
facing-
mug with legs. What
Yeah,
even is this?
dude.
I didn't even order a latte today. Okay, just breathe. No, it's right there. It's right there, guys. I swear, if I make it out, you better tip me for this. This is ridiculous. Who sends a caffeine monster after?
After a hard day of begging, Subway's all I can afford. Luckily, it's loaded with fresh veggies and tender turkey on warm, toasty bread.
Get Jared back ASAP.
Introducing Panda Lee's 12-year aged mini Hot Pocket. Flavor that's been patiently prepared since the last decade.
Christ,
Bite-sized
it's
pockets
worse.
filled with melty cheese and seasoned pepperoni, aged to perfection. And now every box comes with a tiny text game built right in.
Claude cat look like this? Sad, mopey, nothing to scratch? Hi, I'm Phil, and I've got a fix that's going to turn those frowns into purrs. Introducing Pacha Claw, the
This is an
attachable
hour
detachable
long.
accessory system that snaps right onto your...
What's the matter?
This video is an hour long.
Oh, I'm going to watch this a little bit
Holy
more.
crap.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was an hour long.
It's crazy.
Kitty's paws. Clip on the classic claw. All right, that's enough.
Like,
Party's over. Mojito kitties,
This
pack it
video
up.
is single-handedly responsible for the price of RAM.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
You're not out of here in 1 minute. I swear I'll take every claw you got. Unbelievable. Look at this. They got me torquing the same bolt 3 different times because of some checklist. Who writes this stuff? It's a children's charity, not the space shuttle. Snort Ranklin's been turning wrenches for 20 years. Snort Ranklin knows when a panel is tight.
Whoa, look at all the buildings. We're flying right by the Empire State. Hey, what's that?
I see smoke.
Is something wrong?
Guys, it's okay. Just stay buckled. Copy that. A little vapor from the vent. I've got it handled. We'll clear it.
That bird's belching smoke. I didn't even touch it today. They're going to hang this on me. I can feel it. Because I'm the easy one to blame.
This
Never
is
mind
where
the
he got
gaggle of
fired
Wish
from
kids
the
that had
helicopter
trotting all over the
company.
hanger, twisting knobs. Like I said the compressor was fine. We're getting a hail. Hang on.
This is Commander Zerek of the Vroth Collective.
Hey, hi, yeah, Captain here. Thanks for calling in. Look, before we get into whatever it is you need, I just want to remind everyone this bridge is fully viewer supported. We got a tip goal tonight. It's 100 credits. We're sitting at like 20. Guys, we are live from the hospital right now. Sir Gout is on location. Look at this. There's like no open outlet. Use this low tips tonight. And Dr. Mendoza just had to drop hundreds of dollars flying out here to check on his mom.
Oh, his poor mom.
Thank goodness for life insurance. Listen, support has been slow, everybody. Sir Snorkout needs that money. He really, really does. I shouldn't have to say this at a funeral, but here we are. You never got me a Wolverine toy. You spent on that cigarette instead of giving it to me. Support
Handle in the gutter, spoil my chances like I got spoiled by my mother. No growth, staying broke, and letting my whales keep me afloat. Oh, I see. You think it's always, I see. But I also got that that Singapore brother in
I guess he's streaming a YouTube middleman, but my wallet's looking lighter than
Dark
the
Side
man.
rapper.
So please, I'm begging. Just a small donation. We gotta hit the goal. It's a desperate situation.
Oh my
Big
God.
like, man, it's not fine. Wonder when they'll send a dime. I check stats, press rewind to see that graph just decline. And I got this channel, dude. Detractors, they all booed my cowboys. They know us. Buddy, Sir Snork out here, Dr. Pignosis, Mr. Pignosis, whatever you want to call me. I've got something brand new for the kingdom. Check this out. The King Snake plush.
The King Snake.
You heard that? Push a little button and it talks. Ultra soft.
Sweet dreams, little one.
I need that money. I really do.
Stealing from the fucking tooth, Barry.
Anything, please. I'm trying to pay for cancer treatments.
Whoa! Look at that shark tip.
Stealing from the blind
money. He really does.
guy.
Tip,
Cancer.
tip.
Oh, manga TSP.
We hit the goal. Okay. For that comment. Just get
That's
a
gonna
real
be a bottle
job.
of gin.
And he's banned. You're a stupid slob. This is my job, a 12-hour-a-day grind. The disrespect I get just blows my mind. DoorDash for dinner, that's a business expense. Everything I do, it all makes perfect sense. Now that whale in the chat just dropped $100. See? A true fan. The rest of you, Sir Snork out here and look at this. I'm busting out the Wolverine figure everybody keeps asking about. Check that out. Classic yellow and blue claws out, little mask.
I got to tap out. It's 3:30.
Right? I had to order this online, $45 after shipping it. Gamers, Sir Snork out here, and I've got the snack that
If anybody wants to come in and join and replace me in this lovely panel of people,
We're going to wrap things up. I was going to show the. I just want to mention that the new Internet Insanity Circus show begins Saturday, January 3rd. So I got 1 week till launch, exactly 1 week till launch, and I have one of the bumpers as a teaser. Does anybody remember like trash TV? I'm old enough to remember trash daytime TV.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Things like Howard Stern and Jerry Springer and Maury. Maury, not the daddy. So this is the bumper to introduce that part.
Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus. In a forgotten world, trash TV used to take center stage,
You're muted.
especially during the daytime and late nights back in the day. Some smart guys
There's no
figured
sound.
out how to rock the
There's no sound.
I had sound.
Everybody else had sound.
Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus. In a forgotten world, trash TV used to take center stage, especially during the daytime and late nights back in the day. Some smart guys figured out how to rock the shock to the absolute maximum and get paid. They figured out if you just crank up the crazy, you win and cash in. Viewers couldn't help but tune in just to see what crazy shit would happen next. It was over the top, sensational, and a little crazy, but it got people to tune in and pay attention. It was a ratings war of insanity, and we're here to witness some history. This, my friends, was trash TV. Trash TV.
Trash TV. So you get to witness some trash TV. That's going to be on the second episode. I've got 3 episodes ready to go. So at least for the first 3 weeks, I'm going to try to get a 4th, and then after the 4 shows, 4 weeks in a row, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see.
Well, it gives you 4 weeks to get episode 5.
It gets me 3. Yeah, I got 4 more weeks to get a couple more episodes done. But I don't want to keep repeating the same the same segments. But you can, right? Like if you do a segment on terrific tasings, you're going to find a bunch more videos of great tasings. So, or ghetto. We have a segment ghetto shit. We have, I guess I'll start repeating them. But for the first 3 episodes, there's no repeated segments. It's all different segments. So Trash TV is the latest one. It's my evil Oscar the Grouch puppet for that one.
I mean, are you open to people like myself, sending you clips to react to? Or?
Yeah, you can join the Discord. There's a section for people to put them in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Co-host. Well, we've got 2B Flair in episode 2. Link's had some, I guess you could say, family issues and kind of bailed out. But the door's always open, and I have to message Grace to see if she's still interested. Because remember, I was supposed to launch this thing months ago.
I
kept
don't
getting.
want to say it to your job, Steve, but the whole Grace Forbes thing, you really don't want to open that door.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Remember, it's supposed to be crazy. This show.
Yeah.
We need to crank up the crazy level to 11 on the crazy knob, right? Like and I don't want to shy away from crazy, controversial people. And besides, I think people would tune in because I'm going to ask her if she bangs her dad, like all the rumors say. I'm going to ask her, why are there so many rumors that you and your biological father are engaging in sexual activity? Why is that? And
it wouldn't surprise me.
It's just one of those things, right? Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us. We're going to wrap things up. We're at 3.5 hours here. So
remember, the Dark Alliance sequel is out soon.
Out soon, yes. And
wait.
I may do a couple more shows before the end of the year, but I may not. We'll see. I know on January 1st, I had planned to do something. So, and I've got some stuff prepared for that. So thank you, Amber Gedden, who's been a longtime show supporter. Glad to put a face to the name in chat. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. Thank you. And then we've got Red Foreman, who's also from Philadelphia.
Yeah, I like these open panel shows just because of the creative freedom we have. So
Yeah, it's good. Maybe next time we'll get some more. I will, Spooky, make it a rule that we don't do a panel show unless we give 2 weeks notice so everybody knows and can, plan. Because we're kind of missing some of the crazy. Like people used to show up in weird costumes that had nothing to do with what we were talking about, right?
They were fun shows, though.
They were fun, yeah. So we got to give everybody a little more notice to bring in the crazy for these crazy nights.
I think if we just set it like twice a month, every 2 weeks, we do it on a Saturday, we do a live show.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. But thank you, Red Foreman, for joining us. All right, thank you very much. And then we've got Spooky. Yeah, I think it was a fun show. I'm glad we did it. I'm kind of been lazy. I'm like, I feel up to it, but I still don't want to do it. Medically, I feel better.
Yeah, you're getting back to like, don't be 100% yet.
Medically, I feel fine to do shows, but then I'm still like, it's the holidays. I'm being a little lazy,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We have a late person joining the.
Who we got?
Hoblivion is joining the panel.
How's it going?
Good. We're just.
Wyatt mask.
I was just wondering about these videos. Did somebody actually write the script, or did they feed like the thing, like the Pig Go or something? Like, who wrote actually the script? Is that AI too, or no?
I think it's an AI clone of Darksydephil's voice. So you just tell it.
Had to have been trained on, like, for instance, that thing where his dad was walking in with the fist. Like, that's like deep lore. Like, you'd really have to like know what.
Ludwig von Order. He did a great job on that. Wow. There's an hour of it right now. I'm sure there's going to be another hour of it because, in my experience with these AI tools that I have, it takes a while before you get to coax them to do exactly what you want. But once you do, you can crank out a lot of material quickly.
But like, would you say something like, okay, just write an hour-long script of various things, and like, where does it learn that from? Or do you still have to put the actual?
You have to feed the script and the text that is being spoken in my experience, you can't just.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not that easy to just go. Maybe this is supposed to be this way. I don't know. I think it's an LFAT. Is that a filter or is that an actual mask?
No, that's an actual mask. It's a.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, but we were just wrapping things up. I just wanted to give you a spot to be on the show and welcome Hoblivion. That's a great user ID.
Yeah.
I know some bitches that were Hoblivion bitches.
Yeah.
Because once they get involved in your life, you have entered Hoblivion.
Yeah, that came like, there was like this DC comic where they were like doing this thing where like basically every person could like be given like a shot and they would be a superhero, and so that was one of the names that like like a stripper was like.
Hoblivion. Yeah. Well, I'm going to throw you guys out of here and wrap up the show. Happy holidays to all. Thank you very much, Spooky and Hoblivion. All right, we've done our due diligence. Whoa. Now, maybe it is supposed to be up. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for joining us on the 2025 Truthseekers Christmas special. I hope everybody had an incredible holiday. I sure did. and I get to come here and spend some time with you guys. No place I would rather be. But that's all we got for you, friends. So until next time, my name is Stephen Cambion. Good night, and God bless all of you.
Dark corners of the night, secrets hidden from the light. Whispers turn to screams, shattering all your dreams. Eyes wide open now, truth you can't disavow. Echoes through the halls, crashing all your walls. Truth seekers, exposing the truth. Truth seekers, coming for you. Uncover the lies, open your eyes. Shadows try to hide, no place for them to bide.